Hello and good morning. Good morning, Abby. Good morning, Abby. Good morning, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Please like as you come in. We should not be a stranger to the like button. Come on in, guys. Come on in. Come on in. Red today. Yes, so now what will I carry come? Now what will I carry come, oh Abby? Now what will red for what will There we go. Right. So just open, others will join us and then we will get started. And before we get started, actually there's a lot. As you guys can tell from the title there, from the thumbnail, I'm gonna be touching on a lot of things. I'm gonna be touching on a lot of things, but then I think I need to make a poll. So I'm gonna be discussing a lot of things. Okay. So one of them is obviously President Tinubu visiting Benue and what a shit show that was. A lot of stuff that had to go with that, the weather being bad and all of that. And also, I'm going to be talking about Senator Natasha Akpoti. You guys know she's been arraigned in court. Was it yesterday or today? Guys, let me know in the comments. I think she's meant to be in court. She's been arraigned in court today. Who is here? Okay, I made an inquiry in a group. Okay, so I believe she's been arraigned in court today, guys. If you have that information, let me know. I think it's today, the 19th, or was it yesterday? If it was yesterday, we will have seen news. So I believe she's meant to be in court today, but then a whole lot of shenanigans. And then we're going to be discussing, obviously, the issue of insecurity in Nigeria and many more. And many more will include all of the talks about, obviously, the threat that Very Dark Man received and all that has been happening. So, guys, what should we start first with? What should we start with first? Let me know in the comment section. Senator Natasha first, or if you want if you want us to start with Senator Natasha first, say one in the comment section. And if you want us to do Tinubu in Benue, say I don't even know what I'm saying now. So if you want Tinubu for us to discuss, to start this conversation, if you want Tinubu in Benue State first, say one. Okay, if a lot of you say one, then we'll start with that. So like I said, there's a lot of stuff that we're going to be discussing today, guys. I've got glue in my eyelid, or no, in my eyelash actually. So I'm waiting for you guys. In what sequence should we start this? Should we start with Tinubu first or Senator Natasha first? Because I think these are the two major talk in Nigeria right now, because they are not being serious. So guys, let me know in the comment section. If not, I'm going to go ahead as the Lord or as the Holy Spirit puts it in my mind. Guys, let me know. Countdown begins. 1, 2. I'm going to count to 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, okay. I think I'm going to start with Senator Natasha first. Okay. So, you guys know what's been happening with Senator Natasha, and I believe I dropped a video this morning about how one of the whistleblowers who was on Adeola Fayemu's page, talking about the role that Professor Mbeke Sandra Duru, how the role she has played so far, and how they are making her look like the Messiah. So as it is, welcome Roland. As it is, Senator Natasha is going to be in court today, but so many things that has gone down since Senator Natasha was suspended, since she made the allegation that Senator Akpabio and Yahaya Bello are trying to assassinate her allegedly. And she's been asked several times that, oh, do you have proof? Do you have evidence to all of these allegations? She said, when we get to court, the proof will be released. So I don't know why Nigerians or supporters of Akpabio are all about, let her bring the proof, let her bring the proof. So meanwhile, there's been a lot of instances or plans by the camp of Senator Akpabio trying to get Senator Natasha arranged. So I'm going to be sharing my screen with you guys just now. I'm just going to download a couple of videos. I think I'll get to that before I download the video. So let me share my screen with you, because most of this stuff we are going to be going by what I have saved so far on Instagram. So let me go and to my page on Instagram, guys. Like as you come in, okay? And let's start the screen sharing. Share screen. Guys, how are you today? How is Thursday in for you guys? I hope Thursday is treating you guys well. So I actually have a section on Instagram where I just place it as Senator Natasha. So a lot of things has happened, okay? A lot of things has happened. So where do we start from? Because there's a lot. Let me see, where do I start from? Okay, I think I should start from here. So apparently you guys know from here, that was when she attended in court when all of the shenanigans about suspension started. So it says that Senator Natasha has made her first court appearance since filing the lawsuit challenging her suspension. So we've already seen that. And then High Court resumes hearing. So they resumed the hearing, and that went there. So this was the guy, one of the whistleblowers who was working with Sandra Duru. And then when he realized what lane that Sandra Duru was going, he decided to say, no, I don't want to do this anymore. So he was a guy that was on Adiola Firewood's page saying, sharing stuff about what the job that Sandra Duru asked them to do, on how Sandra Duru allegedly wants them to lie on Senator Natasha. So I was watching the news this morning. I think I was watching Adiola Firewood this morning, and she did announce that this guy has been released. And I think based on my video that I dropped this morning, he was arrested about 3 weeks ago. And then his family came out to say, where is he? They did not know his whereabouts. Yes, they said he was taken to Abuja, but nobody seems to know his whereabouts. So now he's been released thanks to that. So Mr. Ogbonna has now been released. Okay, so it was one of the whistleblowers that came to Adiola Firewood's page. And here, that was a part of the interview there. And this is what we have to say. So yeah, we've already listened to this. We have saw that in the past. So here, I have a video also where I discussed how the federal government sued Senator Natasha for defamation. And the witnesses are Senator Akpabio, Yahaya Bello, and Sandra Duru are the ones who have been, who are facing Senator Natasha. And what will be the offense of this senator? Because she alleged that Senator Akpabio actually harassed her and went on to make a lot of allegations that they were planning her demise. When she went to Kogi, they tried to stop her from going to her home state and all of that. So, and you guys know she was on interview. She was interviewed by Shewa, I think Shewa Kinloyi or something, where he was asking her that all of these things you are alleging, they are serious allegations. Do you have proof? Do you have evidence of these things you're saying? Hello, D Crown, I see you. Esther, I see you guys. Please like and share this story like and share as you come in. Thank you so much, Esther, for subscribing. Thank you so much for subscribing. I hope you like it here. So, all Senator Natasha has been saying is that when we go into court, the evidences will be dropped. And I want to believe that she has some sort of evidence. Like I said, she's a lawyer herself. She knows the implication of alleging. She knows the implication of saying something against somebody. She knows the implication of saying defamatory things against somebody if she does not have an evidence to prove. He or she will have to prove, right? So it says that the federal government has initiated a criminal defamation case against Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, representing Kogi Central, over alleged defamatory remarks made during a live television appearance. The suit was filed on the 16th of May 2025 at the FCC in Abuja under that case number there. And you guys, this is my I dropped my comment there about 3 weeks ago. So this was done 3 weeks ago. And I said, this is Nigeria they want us to return to. A country being run by heartless people with no regard towards the people they should serve. God is patient, and Nigerians, we are not ready. Yes, I'm going to keep saying that. Nigerians, we are not ready. Silent Cypher, welcome. How are you? So that's that, okay? And here, no, I think this is a different one. So I don't know what this governor was saying here, but let's move on. It's not really about Senator Natasha, so let's move on from here. Okay, so this blog says that Wike's aide reacts as Senator Natasha is charged to court over defamation allegations. So a tweet by Larry Olayinka, I don't know who that is, media aide to the Minister of Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has sparked renewed controversy following the criminal charges filed against Senator Natasha Akpoti, blah, blah, blah. Like, there's a hot kick that I really want us to listen. So this is the lady who's been known as Sandra Duru. And before we proceed further, it's been alleged that this Sandra Duru is being looked. She was there's a court case. There was a where's my note? So there's an arrest warrant for this lady called Sandra Duru from the Lagos State Magistrate Court for allegedly defrauding someone of 10 million naira in 2015. So there's meant to be an arrest warrant out for this woman. But how she is now named as a key witness, because of all the things she said on social media that Senator Natasha is being arraigned in court this week, today or yesterday. It was all the things she alleged on her Facebook page, which she said there are evidence of conversation she had with Senator Natasha, saying that she wanted people wanted her to remove Senator, they wanted her to remove Tinubu, blah 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 blah. It was because of all the things she alleged on social media. That was why Senator Natasha is being arraigned. So now, guys, lawyers in the house, please, if you're here watching me, can you let me know how is it possible that somebody who has a case for being where there's an arrest warrant out for her for allegedly defrauding somebody in 2015, how is she a key witness in a case? Should they not be looking for how to arrest her? And she has not been listed as a key witness in the case of Senator Natasha against Akpabio and Yaya Bello and federal government. Guys, let me know in the comment section in case I'm not thinking in the direction that I'm supposed to be thinking. I don't want to be overreacting because people are like, oh, you are biased. You are biased. Right now, I am gone past caring about being biased. Okay? So, Sandra Duru here, there's an arrest warrant out for her since 2015. She has gone on to claim that she has a book. And guys, if you people that are praising this woman now, you'll be surprised, but we'll get there. So let's listen to what she has to say. Here, Natasha Akpoti told me there was no harassment. I broke down. So let's listen to her.
Someone called me a leader of a political party. I'm going to withhold his name for now, for some reasons, because the case has been investigated. I don't want to mess up what the authorities are doing. And he said to me that, ma'am, we love the way you are fighting for Natasha, and we are recruiting women like you, Dr. Obi Ezekwesili, to go fight for Natasha and make XYZ allegations, and that he would love me to speak to Natasha and help Natasha to ensure she gets justice. I said, okay. No problems. Let me speak to the person you're talking about. That was when Natasha called me on the 27th of March, 2025. So when she called me, and if you check my page, Prof. Mbeke, I'm Dr. Sandra. Prof. Mbeke is my media page, my platform, where I unfold the truth. And if you call me, if you check there, I have a disclaimer. Once you call me, it records automatically, because I don't have the time for people like Natasha that will tomorrow come back to say, I said what I didn't say, or she said what I didn't represent. So that was recorded, the first day conversation. And that wasn't the only conversation. She got closer to me. And we became like sisters or friends. that tried to talk to her after I got to know the truth. Natasha came and she started offering me money. The first she said she had a problem with this Senate president, and explained to me everything. She thanked me. We talked personal things, which I won't let out for now because it's her privacy, about her life, about her mom. We talked a lot. And the question I asked, Natasha, if you want me to represent you, can I know the truth? She said to me that, Dr.
Represent you as how? Are you a lawyer? How? And guys, all of these things she's mentioning, remember Senator Natasha was on Adiola Firewood's page, and I believe we've already discussed that interview. So, like Senator Natasha is a lawyer. Why would she need Mbeke feeling funky to represent her? Like, I don't understand. I can see Man of Proceed comments here say, you go explain tired, but let's keep listening to her, okay? Exactly.
Oh, she started dropping names, I won't mention all, that she has already she has already paid Dr. Obi Ezekwesili. How much do I want? I made her understand it's not all about money. Just talk to me. Why are you fighting? What is the problem? What did they do to you? She now explained to me the truth. Are we there?
Yeah.
She to me, and Natasha told me bluntly, she said, babe, there was nothing like sexual harassment.
Babe.
I was shocked. To be honest with you guys, I broke down. You check my page, I was already fighting If you go and see the things I posted about that man, the Senate president, you'll cry for him. I was fighting. I've contacted UN agencies because I'm a member of the UN Council. I've contacted everyone. I'm the president of TUFF, the Unique Family Foundation, that has UN successors and the rest of them in the United States. Honestly, I took the battle. Go check my page. I didn't erase anything. I left everything there. I was out to fight for Natasha. I was ready for against the Senate president. So when she now started explaining things to me, in the course of the explanation, she was so relaxed. She was so calm. She opened up a lot of things to me. Our conversation wasn't just one or two, which the security agencies have already verified. And she was bold enough to tell me that she has paid Dr. Obi Ezekwesili, that she recruited Dr. Obi Ezekwesili. That's
this is someone that is, she has said she's a known alleged fraudster. And she's talking, she's not using allegedly. She's not using allegedly. I'm just going to allow you guys to listen to this, okay?
Not a big deal, I can do it. I said, did you tell Dr. Obi that these things are not true? She said, they know. We can't let these men be doing this to us. We have to fight. Let's just use gender-based whatever. At that point, I became a little bit, I wasn't happy. I was that way because the way I came out to fight, and I told myself, what do I do now? How do I go back to the people out there? So the wisdom came. I relaxed.
Wisdom.
She said, are you there? I said, yes, I'm listening. Yeah, I'm with you. So she started telling me a lot of things. So the area that I was interested in, I had to redirect her back to the question. She now said, it didn't happen. I don't have evidence. That was why I sent Dr. Obi Ezekwesili, Mrs. Abiola or Dr. Abiola, and FIDA. FIDA means Federation of Women Lawyers in Nigeria. You were recruited, and she called you guys useful idiot. Before then, someone called me a leader of a political party. I'm going to withhold his name for now, for some reasons, because the case has been investigated. I don't want to mess up what the authorities are doing. And he said to me that, ma'am, we love the way you are fighting for Natasha, and we are recruiting women like you, Dr. Obi Ezekwesili, to go fight for Natasha and make XYZ allegations, and that he would love me to speak to Natasha and help Natasha to ensure she gets justice. I said, okay, no problems. Let me speak to the person you're talking about. That was when Natasha called me on the 27th of March.
I just saw her update there. I love what I've just seen here. She is being reported to ICE in the USA. She will be picked up and deported soon. John, how do I get a link to that story, please? I would love to see what they've got found on her. So what I don't understand is how she kept on saying, help Natasha, help Natasha. Natasha na lawyer. She be senator. And no be small people, like women in politics. Like I said, people in the Senate, people in the House of Senate, they are powerful people in Nigeria as well. So being a female senator in the Nigerian politics, you think it's a yeye woman she be? You think it's a Mbeke she be? How do you want to help her? How? You be lawyer? Professor of what is this woman? And at some point, some of our supporters might probably put me in the spotlight to her because ever since Adeola Fayewun has been bringing out all of these whistleblowers to her page, this Mbeke has been slamming, she has been going down, insulting, calling Adeola Fayewun lots of names, saying that she was going to sue Adeola Fayewun. Sue her on top way to say she gave somebody a platform to come and speak. When did that become an offense? So I know some of our supporters might be watching me now and they might forward my video and say, oh, there's another one again. Senator Natasha has not recruited me. I have not collected money in any way. Nobody has spoken to me about anything. I am just reacting based on everything I have seen on social media. So I have not gone to dip my hand in anybody's mouth in order to talk about this because, like I said, I am a woman. And if I were to be in Nigeria and somebody did what was done to Senator Natasha, and if Senator Natasha had kept quiet, this has been happening anyways. This has been happening. We've seen cases of sexual harassment happen, and obviously women in Nigeria, they will not talk about it because we don't have a functional police department, we don't have a functional justice department. And for the fact that a woman in power, it happened to her and she came out to speak about it, now they are trying to criminalize her for coming out to say, no, I am not your play piece. No, I am not your playing tool. You can't do that to me. And yes, she has every right to come out here to say this was what was alleged. And SH happens in varieties of ways that regardless of how it happened, you cannot always get a proof for it. If person touch your boobies, how do you want to get a proof? If it is not something you've already planned, how do you get a proof? Because when all of this was happening, people were like, oh, where's your proof? Where's your proof that he harassed you? Where's your proof? It's just like when I was an 18-year-old girl working in a supermarket in Nigeria, in a club working in Nigeria, where all of those babag buyers would come and toast me. Do I have a proof? No, but it was my experience. It was my story. And yes, if I should share that story, that people say, where's the evidence? It's as if some of our Nigerian people, they don't think. They don't think. But let's keep watching.
March 2025. So when she called me, and if you check my page, Prof. Mbeke, I'm Dr. Sandra. Prof. Mbeke is my media page, my platform, where I unfold the truth. And if you call me, if you check there, I have a disclaimer. Once you call me, it records automatically because I don't have the time for people like Natasha that will tomorrow come back to say, I said what I didn't say.
You don't have time for people like Senator Natasha, but you were talking to her up until where you asked her for a contract. This woman is a piece of shite.
Or she said what I didn't represent. So that was recorded, the first day conversation. And that wasn't the only conversation. She got closer to me. And we became like sisters or friends that tried to...
I think we've already watched all of this. So let me read your comment, guys. So, John Ogunto says social security scam. All right, okay, I'm going to Google that. Okay, thank you so much for that. Hopefully I'll be able to find a link. Court cases say, all right, okay. D Crown said, let us sue Adiola. She will only expose her fake lies. And Adiola is not even replying her. And I'm hoping that God will push her to put that allegation, to put that petition against Adiola. I am praying that God push her to put that petition in. John says she had 2 SS and was collecting benefit. Wow, she probably just asked a conversation. Okay. D Crown said, do you know that up till now the SA investigation is yet to see the light of day? Said exactly. Instead, they are chasing her for other allegations she made about the attempt to her life. There's been recent news that it's been twice since she came out with this case of her being SH. It's been our hometown in Kogi has been bungled. Our house in Kogi has been bungled twice, and we're going to get there. So this woman laid a petition, wrote multiple petitions to say that her life is in danger. Her security has been withdrawn. All of the petitions she claims she have written, the IG of police has not approve or even acknowledge any of those petitions. And I was like, so why is Senator Akpabio's petition being upheld? Both of them are senators. Their rights, their privileges must stand. Akpabio not get 2 heads. Akpabio does not have 2 heads. And lots of people who are working with Akpabio are actually coming out now to call him out as well. And I love that energy. I love that energy. Exactly. She doesn't have time for Natasha, but you were able to speak to her all that time. You up until when you were allegedly asking her for contract, up until the woman tell you, say, no, this one I use her. I don't have time for her either. But let's move on. So we already listened to Auntie that has been shalaye, and yes, she will shalaye tire. So this is another case which I found. Natasha's lawyers promised defense with factual evidence. So the legal team of suspended, obviously legal team of Natasha has received a formal summons in a case filed against her by the federal government of Nigeria on the 16th of May. So all of this were obviously up until the case. The case has been heard, and at some point, Akpabio tried to withdraw some of the case. So here, Natasha saying that I'm ready for trial, but police must probe Akpabio. It's true. If you want her to come to trial, probe Akpabio based on the petition she's put against him as well. Why is it that it's only Akpabio's petition that has been acknowledged? Like I said, Akpabio does not have 2 heads. They all are in the House of Senate for a purpose to serve their people. So if this woman has come out to say, this man is making my job, serving my people difficult, then why not just investigate? Why not just investigate? And this man here says, I don't know who this man is, but it says his name is what? Goswill Ubani. It was like, you have a relationship with Goswill Akpabio. You were seen taking selfies. So Because she was seen taking selfies does not mean that she should not do her job, or that if something happens that she should not come out. So let's read what this person says. So a flurry of public debates and online conversations have been ignited as a result of the uproar that has surrounded the recent charges that Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan has made against Senator President Bola Ahmed. Barrister Monday Ubani, a human rights activist and legal expert, has entered the discourse with a critical appraisal of the situation. This comes at a time when tensions are rising. In an interview that was shown on television by TVC, Ubani expressed his skepticism over the legitimacy and timeliness of Senator Natasha's assertions. He also suggested that her approach could be more political than legal. Ubani who is not fighting political game today, Ubani drew attention to a number of anomalies in Senator Natasha's behavior, which, in his opinion, diminished the gravity of the allegations. It does not matter if it diminishes anything. It's an allegation and it should be investigated. Why are all of these lawyers think bad? Why is it that they don't think with their heads? I don't understand. You know what? Next, I don't have time for people like this. So I have a video about this. I think it was a video that I dropped this morning. I discussed it briefly. The appeal court strikes out 2 of Akpabio's motion. That was because Akpabio's camp decided to withdraw 2 of their petitions, and I guess the 100,000 naira fine, the 100,000 naira paid or awarded to Senator Natasha was a fine against Senator Akpabio for withdrawing those 2 complaints. So that's pretty much what that is all about. And yes, Mbeke said we should not laugh. We should not rejoice. That is nothing compared to what Senator Natasha is going to face in court, because it's normal that if you put in a petition and you decide to withdraw the petition, you will be fined. And in this case, that was a fine of 100,000 naira. Whatever. Let's move on.
Kogi State resident.
So court rejects FG's warrant. So this is where it starts to get juicier. So apparently, it was last Thursday or this Thursday that Senator Natasha and her camp and her team were meant to go to court. But when they got to, on that day, I think it was a Wednesday or something, somebody now called Senator Natasha's lawyer to say, oh, where your client? Your client supposed to court, and the lawyer was like, no, the case is not until Thursday. And we're like, no, I'm telling you, that particular case that you're meant to come and hear today has now been filed. It's like filing 2 cases. It's like filing the same cases in 2 courts. So they are trying all their possible means to ensure that Senator Natasha is arrested. Why? Why file a case in 2 different courts? And I believe there's a lady who actually explained that video better, but I'm going to get there. I'm going to find that video. So here it was reported 2 days ago. Justice Musa Umar of the Federal High Court Abuja on Monday rejected an application by the federal government to have Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan arrested for failing to appear for the start of her defamation trial. And this was a case where her lawyer claimed that she was not served. The government is prosecuting Akpoti-Uduaghan on behalf of Senator President Goodwill Akpabio and former Kogi governor. Like, why is the Nigerian government fighting a case of sexual harassment and defamation? It does not involve Nigerian government, because at the end of the day, both of them works for the Nigerian government. So why is Nigerian government not also on her back saying that, okay, because she's working for Nigerian government, we're also going to be counter-suing Senator Akpabio? Why? At the day's proceeding, the prosecuting counsel, David Casway, told the court that the matter was for arraignment, but that the defendant was not in court. Casway told the court that he served the charge on the defendant's counsel, which meant that the defendant was well aware of the matter. The prosecutor prayed the court for a bench warrant to be issued against the defendant for failing to appear in court despite being aware of the charge against her. So like I said, it was like one case being filed in multiple courts. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. So yes, the court rejected it, and I was super happy. So this guy here, I have a video as well, where I think it was a week or so ago, where it came out. There was a tweet on his tweet X page where it was like, I think it was during the Salah period, or I think the Muslim festival period that happened a few days ago, that oh, I'm sorry, I want to apologize, I did this, I did that. It was practically saying that he has done some things allegedly that Senator Akpabio asked him to do against Senator Natasha. So because obviously it's the Muslim period, he wants to apologize to Senator Natasha. Shortly after that, Uncle came out to say that it was all, that his Twitter page was act. And I think I did a video, and some people were like, oh, the man already came out to say it was an act. And I said, yes, when I saw that post, I was like, in 2 seconds, this man will come out and say that his Twitter page was act. And yes, it did come out there. So Senate President Akpabio's aide, Mr. Ken Okolugbo, petitions IG of police over alleged hacking of X. Like, guys, can you imagine how they spend our money? He is asking the Nigerian police to come and investigating the hacking of his X page. Why the F are you on X? What is your job on X? What is your job on X? Is asking the IG of police to investigate how his X page. Like, our government is so full of misplaced priorities. So he claimed here that Mr. Kenny Olugbo, the special advisor on communications and strategy to Senate President, has formally petitioned Nigeria's Inspector General of Police over what he describes as a coordinated cyber attack and defamation campaign targeted at tarnishing his image. According to the petition, Okolugbo's verified X account was hacked and used to publish false statements. The false statements were amplified by influencers Tunde Ednot. They don't rob Tunde Ednot. Rufai Hussein and Adiola Faye. Wala. Adiola don't buy markets. Who he claims added fabricated details like phone cloning, voice manipulation, and fictitious meetings in London. He emphasized that the false narratives promoted online were not contained in the original act post, showing that it was indeed orchestrated, suggesting deliberate malice and manipulation aimed at tarnishing his public image. He believes that the campaign was designed to support allegations made by Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan and damage his credibility. He has requested a full investigation under Nigeria's Cyber Crimes Act, including preservation of digital evidence and prosecution of those involved. He also submitted travel documents to prove he hadn't left Nigeria in 2025, countering claims of overseas meeting this year. Shalaye. Guys, let's take this like to 50, please. There's how many of you watching me just now? There's 152 of you watching me. Please, let's take the like to 52, please. So, based on the camp of Senator Akpabio trying to ask the court to issue a bench warrant for Senator Natasha, this is the news here. The Federal High Court on Monday refused the federal government's request to issue an arrest warrant against the suspended senator representing Kogi Central Senatorial District. Obviously, because like I said, it's like they filed one case in multiple courts. They want to confuse their enemy and not the camp of Senator Natasha. Why? So it says that the federal government's request followed the lawmaker's failure to appear in court for arraignment in an alleged defamation suit. Natasha is in court for a defamatory statement credited to her during a live session broadcasted and rally in Kogi State against Senator President Goodwill Akpabio and the former Kogi State Yahaya Bello. Come, why is Yahaya Bello even involved in this case? He should go and be fighting his case of 800 billion naira or something with EFCC. Why is it gallivanting everywhere? So this was a post I saw. Former aide to Senator Akpabio urges Nigerians to rise against injustice. So this is the post I said I saw of people who actually were working with Senator Akpabio before, who are now decamping from him. So let's hear what this person had to say. So this person wrote, why Nigerians must rise against injustice in Nigeria. As someone who has worked closely with distinguished Senator Goodwill Akpabio and knows what he is capable of, I urge all well-meaning Nigerians to come out in large number to show solidarity and give their full support to one of the few outspoken women in Nigeria today, Senator Natasha. My friend and boss, Senator Goodwill Akpabio, is someone who can go to any length, even paying people to cause a security breach at court premises on June 19. Okay, so now today, Senator Natasha is going to be in court, okay? If I find anything, guys, I'm going to be back. Goodwill Akpabio may try to pit Senator Natasha against President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government, not out of loyalty to the president, but in pursuit of his personal interests. The Federal High Court in Maitama has scheduled June 19 for Senator Natasha's arraignment amid a growing controversy over the credibility of key witnesses. Nigerians are questioning the legitimacy of the case, especially due to the questionable characters involved. Yahaya Bello, allegedly Sandra Drew. We're going to get there. The federal government, acting in the interest of Senate President Goodwill Akpabio, who is himself battling election fraud allegations, and former Kogi governor Alhaji Yahaya Bello, wanted by EFCC, is pursuing charges believed by many to be politically motivated. Among the listed witnesses is Miss Sandra Duru, aka Mbeke Feeling Funky, a controversial figure with an outstanding 2017 arrest warrant over a 10 million naira fraud case and threats to life. She is now being paraded by Goodwill Akpabio as a star witness against Senator Natasha. Legal experts and civic groups have condemned the move, calling it a stain on the integrity of Nigeria's judiciary. Public outrage intensified after Ken Okolugbo, a media aide to Akpabio, confessed in a now-deleted social media post that he took part in a scheme to blackmail Senator Natasha. Okolugbo admitted attending meetings in London with Duru and others to fabricate evidence. Yes, there was a video of that Okolugbo where he was saying that. Meanwhile, Oga said he has already submitted his passport as evidence that he has not traveled out of Nigeria this year. Can you guys see what's going on? Can you guys see what is going on? His later claimed that his account was hacked has been met with widespread disbelief. Adding to the controversy, media activist Obinna Okparaku Akodike was arrested at 3 a.m. in Owerri by order of the Inspector General. So that man has been released now. Obinna had previously granted an interview on Adeola Fayemu's platform, alleging that Sandra Duru paid him 2.5 million naira to produce defamatory content against Senator Natasha, further linking Akpabio to the smear campaign. His arrest is widely seen as an attempt to silence whistleblowers and shield powerful figures from scrutiny. The upcoming court appearance has drawn national attention, with many calling the case a politically motivated charade aimed at prosecuting Senator Natasha, who has consistently maintained her innocence and dismissed the allegations as baseless. Given these troubling developments, I strongly urge all patriotic and justice-loving Nigerians to come out and accompany Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan to the court on June 19th. I know what Gusula Akpabio and Ekate Unoma Akpabio are capable of. That is Mrs. Akpabio. Of doing so, let us stand together against injustice and intimidation in Nigeria. So that's that person there. That's what that person has to say. Okay?
If you see...
This is the video I want us to listen to, okay? I love this lady, by the way.
That's the embarrass.
What about you now?
Sorry. Oh my God. Justice Lima for Court 11 Federal High Court Twali. Now God go bless you. If we have more justices like you in the judiciary, we don't solve one of Nigeria's problems. People of God. That's a lawyer dey court before you know. Police raise case for them. They need arrest warrants to arrest Mazi Obinna again and Frances, the two people that came to confess openly against Sandra Duru. And this woman that is clapping for Akpabio and tarnishing Natasha's image were paid by them. They all work together, but they are not in on it anymore because it's bad. Police brought warrant order, but they call her, make justice grant them right to officially arrest them. Mind you, Obinna has been arrested before, but I told you it's a shabby arrest. So I'm sure they wanted to do a rewind. And the justice finished them. What is wrong with you people? Three for warrant of arrest. Why? Those senators are having issues and one you people as errands. You don't have work to do. I'm not granting any warrant to arrest. I'll be arrest around. But when they considered the justice was visibly angry. What is wrong with the Nigerian? You people don't have any other thing to do. Sandra from there come say these people release her past records. So you're a criminal. You're If we have more justices like Lima of Court 11, see, I need to start attention for you when you see them. If you are watching this video, Nigerians are studying at attention. That's how the other day, Umar Gaba of Court 5, is it not Court 5? Told the lawyers of Akpabio, I cannot issue bench warrant for you to go and arrest Senator Natasha when you have not even invited her. What is wrong with all of you? They said the devil and God go join and help me the barazuna. Wickedness in high places. That's what the Bible calls this. Sandra Duru that has a past criminal record and arrest have been warrant on her head. One are supposed they found. One are supposed they found someone to arrest them as he don't show up now. Sending the Nigerian police on errand. Now she the order made they come arrest Senator, I be made they come arrest people. So that you people want to arrest those two people so that they will not come out and stand as witnesses in the case that will come up against Natasha tomorrow in court. Well, God not personal, God personal. Justice Liman, God bless you. We need more just men in the judiciary. I say make a come update you now. Hi, God's the work over time. Imagine is a wicked judge that is just, not considerate or no get sense. He go just issue the warrant, arrest warrant by Sandra Duru. With all the things that the Nigerian government have discovered about this dirty Ngeke, you want to tell me that they're not supposed to repatriate and come? This same person will now come and bear witness in a federal government case.
Guys, please like this live stream for me. There's 161 of you watching. Could we take the like to 50, please? I really appreciate it, guys. Please, I'm begging.
Nigeria is a big crime scene. Well, in case you are wondering, the Mazi Obinna is since he has been released. So they needed something to officially and they will do the meanwhile. Are you also aware? I almost forget this part. On Tuesday, yes, they plan to arrest this woman. I be issue bench warrant. When will they do justice for Benue? Some people broke into our home. Gunmen, they all ran. Security pursued them. But the ritualists, with the one we carry chair, maybe to they protect them or something, they catch them. Old man of run. For this same Natasha case. police for this same Natasha case. See the man for there. Police leave this mama no wait here. I said the man now at the police station, they do like with the case, no wait there. But you feel charm. Go see
they better hold him. He's not going anywhere. Which kind madness? That kind madness. You don't get madness before you go person house, go rob. But you know Sabi run. They must hold him. He must confess who sent him.
Use the people way wrong. Sorry, I'm not supposed to shout. Thank you so much, and God bless. If you have a chance tomorrow, please meet them in court, High Court 8, opposite NYSC. Be there at least 9 o'clock. So that everybody go sit down and go, they look them, they watch us, they go. Let's see how they want to send Natasha to prison for a mere complaint. Thank you so much, and God bless again.
So that's that there, okay?
My people, today is Senator Natasha's arraignment. We are watching you on Plasma TV.
So guys, in case you don't know who is talking, this is Adiola Fayeun. Like, see the way she puts it, just when she's talking, I love her. I really don't want to play her video so that I don't get copyright, but in this video here, she was obviously talking about the fact that Senator Natasha goes to court today, and how some of our police officers are now starting to praise Professor Mbeke. How they are now starting to advertise Professor Mbeke's book. How they are starting to advertise Professor Mbeke's book. Let's listen to Adiola. And maybe we'll start a little bit, then all of those videos of those our Nigerian police or all those people in Nigeria praising her. I've been able to download those videos, so we'll listen to them. Let's listen to her for about maybe 2 or 3 minutes, okay?
Because how do you explain that so many big police bosses are on Sandra Duru's page giving her shout out? Nigerians, move closer. You know, one of the reasons that they are arraigning Senator Natasha is based on the live video made by Sandra Duru. It is written in the court document, some of the things that she alleged in her video without providing any evidence. So that's part of the reason why they're arraigning the senator today. And not just that, this woman is listed as one of the witnesses to testify against Senator Natasha in court. Meanwhile, there is a certified court document that shows that the same Sandra Duru is actually wanted for defrauding somebody of 10 million naira in 2015, allegedly, as in anti-Tiwale.
Remember, guys, that I mentioned that earlier on, okay, that she defrauded somebody allegedly of 10 million.
You don't take away this until they scam people allegedly. And according to a report by Sarah Reporters, she left Nigeria in 2016, but there is still an active warrant for her arrest by a Lagos State Magistrate Court. So how can an alleged fugitive be listed as a witness to a court case? Alright, the court document says Commissioner of Police versus Mrs. Duru Eluobi Sandra, female, aged 30 years. This was 2015. You see, I don't know. Maybe the court is lying. We don't know who is lying. But according to this certified copy of the court document, this is still an active arrest warrant. Yes. So is it that she's no longer wanted instead of arresting this woman? It's kind of weird that big police officers are making videos to talk about how great she is and how she's a philanthropist and so on. In fact, why am I telling you? I should just show you guys. And she's the one posting all these things on her page, yo. Let's start with the PRO of the...
Okay, guys, let me get those videos. I don't want to play a video for that long, okay? Let me stop sharing just now. Let me get those videos. I think I uploaded them onto my laptop. So let's start with the first person, who is Muyiwa Adejobi.
Is Olumiwa Adejobi, Assistant Commissioner of Police, a public relations practitioner, and I work.
So he has already introduced me. So this is Olokpa Police, or Oga Olokpa, who is now advertising Mbeke, Sandra Duru, Professor Mbeke feeling funky's book. Tell me, what's the relationship with them? Somebody that they should be arresting. Oga Olokpa is sitting down here advertising our book. Make it make sense. Let's keep listening.
Of Nigeria Police Force, I want to commend my sister, Dr. Sandra Duru, for putting her resources together to write these motivational and inspirational books, Soul Tonic and Voice of Nature. These are motivational books that you can use as your daily guides for you to be very, very active on every day. So I want to commend her for putting this together. Sandra Duru, a great philanthropist, academician, and of course a motivational speaker, a mother indeed, who has been touching many lives in Nigeria and in the US and across the globe.
I can't close my mouth, guys. Let me go on to the next one. So that was Muyiwa Adejobi. Let's move on to the next person. They will introduce themselves.
Turu's literal prowess continues to shine in her latest masterpiece, the third edition to her collection of inspiration.
I think this person is it the I think his name is Frederick, who is a retired Deputy Inspector General of Police, Frederick Taiwo. I think don't misquote me, guys.
Works. In this new book,
these are all Ogalokpa that should be dragging this woman Sandra Dulu to Nigeria to come and bear for the arrest warrant against her from 2015. They are the ones out here advertising, speaking of the book she wrote.
Once again proves herself as a beacon of wisdom and insight, guiding readers on a profound journey of self-discovery.
With all those things she's writing on her page using ChatGPT, allegedly.
And spiritual enlightenment. With her signature eloquence and heartfelt prowess, she invites us to dive deeper into the recesses of our souls, offering a compelling narrative that resonates with authenticity and grace.
Have you heard that one? Let me bring another one. I downloaded all the videos, though. So that we have proof.
I celebrate a very good friend of so many years, somebody I know I can vouch for, a hardworking woman, an extraordinary woman, a true embodiment of perseverance and strength. From our humble beginnings, which of course I know very well, she has risen to heights that many only dream of, proving that hard work.
Baba is definitely written a script, so I believe this is Frederick Taiwo. The previous guy was Solomon Arasi. Okay, I believe this man is written a script. Because at some point he was struggling to read what he wrote.
Determination and unyielding can break any barrier. With her hands skillfully managing multiple successful businesses.
The Crown, I am shocked as you are.
She stands as a beacon of innovation and resilience in both Nigeria and other countries like USA.
So you guys heard that. I think there's one more video. Let me check. I think there's one more video. Okay, so I think the last video is the one of the person. This is the video of one of the people. As you guys heard that Senator Natasha's house was burgled in her hometown. So some of the others ran, but this Baba could not run. So when they found, obviously when they caught him, they said he's a Babalawo, he's an herbalist, he could not run, he had some charms and stuff on him. So I'm going to share that news with you. Sarah reporter reported those news, but this was one of the guys, this was one of the people that were arrested who bundled, who went to Natasha's house to go, It's been alleged that he's now claiming insanity. Say you don't know what thing they do again. When they do evil and they get caught, that's when they start claiming insanity. Yes, Roland. So that's that video there. So let me share my screen of that post where Sarah reporter reported that Senator Natasha's home. No, not the one. It's actually the one where Sandra Drew is a post of Sandra Drew being obviously declared wanted. So Nigerian government list woman declared wanted by police. So as you can see here, Sandra Drew, she's going to be the one to testify. Meanwhile, she's wanted allegedly, and this is documentation to say that she's been listed as one of the witnesses. You can see her there. She's number 4. She will testify to what she knows about the case. That's the case there. She's wanted, and yes, they have asked her to come out. And this was a case of where arrest warrant for her since 2015. Instead of Nigerian police to be grabbing her, that's the Commissioner of Police versus Mrs. Duru Eluobi Sandra, female, age 30 years. So that's the arrest warrant for her because she allegedly duped a Mrs. Edith Adefunke idiot. And yes, she's been listed as key witness in a case of a member of a House of Senate. Guys, make it make sense. Make it make sense, guys. Right, let me continue sharing my screen with you. Let me remove this. Let's go back to Instagram. I'm almost going to round up with Senator Natasha's talk, and then we shall move on. Okay, we are going to be here for a while. If you have the time, please stay with me. Okay, guys. So that was the post there by Tunde Ednut saying there another attack. So this is the second attack on Senator Natasha's home since she came out with this case talk of, you know, she was harassed and then she was, you know, suspended. So gunmen attacked Senator Natasha's family home. Again, ritualists nabbed as others flee. So that was the video we saw there. That's the man there. So it says here that attack on Senator Natasha's family. The family-owned residence home was attacked. Okay, unidentified individuals stormed the premises, causing property damage before being stopped by security personnel. Thanks to a quick response from the police. Nalai. Local vigilantes and community members. One suspect was arrested while others fled. The arrested individual, identified as Suberu Jose, a local resident, is believed to have ties to past incidents involving the senator. He reportedly admitted involvement in previous attempts to disrupt peace at the home. According to eyewitness, tensions ran high as bystanders attempted to confront the suspect before law enforcement intervened. Items recovered at the scene included a cutlass and charms. The remaining individuals are still being sought by authorities. So that's pretty much that on that, okay? So we already saw this. So that's pretty much all of that on Senator Natasha so far. Let me go to this lady.
Good evening.
Again, because she has been updating us back to back on what is happening in terms of Senator Natasha's case. Okay, I think we just listen to that.
The rumors on the streets is that they want to take Natasha to prison. They are bragging that they will send Natasha to prison and nothing Nigerians can do. That's what they are bragging. And it is bad. It is evil. This country is looking like a court. It's being run by some few cold, wicked men that is feeling like nobody can talk to them. I wonder when Nigerians will say enough is enough and stand up to these motherfuckers. What did the woman do? Say this man, they sexually harassed me. He no let to investigate. See, now none of you requested for evidence. None of you, not even the president. Oh yeah, madam, come. You self, what do you say now? Why you just say Tiapu? None of you is requesting for evidence. You come outside and say these people are trying to kill me. You federal government now is suing her on behalf of the people, man, not bite my tongue. The people that she says trying to kill her, you are suing her on behalf of them. Now today she don't talk since say Yaya Bello won't kill her. Or you people are not aware what this woman went through in the hands of Yaya Bello in Kogi State. Everybody is now acting like they have amnesia. President Tinubu, you said in one of your speech that freedom of speech, nobody should be victimized for saying their mind. Now wait till you talk, oh, where you say, you know they see what Akpabio they do Natasha. It's to 11 and be after 11. After 11 now. Justice for Natasha. Midway road they swear for now the workers they go. As soon as say we not get peace as women for this country, we not get peace. We should go block. Justice for Natasha. Investigate, don't victimize, investigate. Akpabio, you rest. Us they will be here to see if really you people will send this woman to prison. And if really Nigerians will keep quiet. Una domo. Wicked people. That's the ugly, foolish people. Useless country. More than go. Justice.
Right, you guys heard that. So I'm just going to quickly refresh my page to see if there's any further updates on obviously what's been going on. Okay. And then we shall then move on. If there's no updates, and then we shall let me quickly save this video from Very Dark Man. Then we shall move on to the next talk. Let me save this as well, because we're about to move on to so this is Senator Natasha's post. Remember, it all started because I said no to sexual harassment, and I'm so proud I did. For my handsome, kind-hearted, and loving husband is more than enough for me. Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan. So that's her there. Let's drop a love heart for her there. Let's see if there's any comment in the comments. Yeah, lots of comments in there. So she posted that, she dropped that post 50 minutes ago. So I believe they're probably in court just now. So with that being said, guys, let me stop sharing. And if you're watching this live stream for the first time, or you are new on my channel, my name is Wemimo, and I'm also known as That Mom of 5 and also known as CM5 Kanduko. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're a return subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back. So I cover talks. I'm a Nigerian and I'm based in Scotland. So I started giving talks about everything happening in Nigeria and how Nigerians are impacted in diaspora. Like, I pretty much talk about everything. So if everything I do on my channel is what you desire, that you love, please always join me by subscribe, hit the subscription button, and also let's go on straight to Benue. Yes, let's go on to Benue. All of the shenanigans that happened with Baba Tinubu going to Benue State, and how how all of that started, how all of Benue started. So you guys know, Nnamdi, I see your comment there. So you guys know what happened, I think on the 13th of June. An incident happened in Benue State, I think it's Yeleweta, if I'm not mistaken, where 200 lives were gruesomely taken. People were sleeping in their bed when that gruesome act was done. And according to the news, according to the people impacted, over 200 lives were all burnt alive. Like they were in their bed sleeping when Fulani herdsmen allegedly stormed this lovely city, lovely village. I don't know if it's a village, but from the surrounding, it looked like a village. And they went into people's houses, poured petrol, and burnt people in their sleep. Very Dark Man shared that video. I was actually meant to do a live stream talking about surrogacy on Sunday, and I was just like, well, let me go see what we have on Instagram. And then I saw that post from Very Dark Man. So it was alleged that that incident happened on a Friday. And up until Sunday, about 7 p.m., the Nigerian government was yet to come out to say anything about it. Up until 7 p.m. on Sunday, no news media in Nigeria had a news covering that story. It took Very Dark Man. It took up until Very Dark Man shared a video of his visit there. It took Very Dark Man's video, sharing a video of him going there for that to happen. Guys, 1 second, please. So it took up until Very Dark Man shared the video on his page, and I'm just going to briefly show that video to you guys, okay? It was devastating. It was devastating. But watch it briefly. We'll watch it briefly. Can you guys see? Yeah. We'll just watch it for a few seconds and then we'll move on. I don't want to show. So, can you see? Hmm. Okay, guys. So I don't want to play too much of it, obviously due to YouTube policy and stuff like that. So you guys all saw that. Very Dark Man shared that video, and not quite long after Very Dark Man shared the video, yes, news reporters, bloggers, in fact, bloggers were not even sharing that story straight away. I think on my live stream that night, I played the video briefly, went on to talk about it. I was in my emotions, shedding tears. My sleep was disturbed that night. So you can imagine that incident happened on a Friday, and no news. And the Very Dark Man shared it on Sunday. You will have thought that news channels would have carried their cameras and head to Benue to go and do live coverage. But no, we all know when things like that happened in diaspora. Before we know it, all the news channel will be there with all of their gadgets, with their crews reporting live. Because as you can see from that Very Dark Man's video, you can still see smoke. Like there's still live smoke, which shows that those people were still burning. And this is not the first time Benue State was being attacked. This is not the first time. So let's keep going. Let's move on. So lots of people came out, okay? Lots of people came out, and I'm just going to go to where, obviously, our president, well, not my president, I don't know about other people's presidents, where President Tinubu came out. Let me go to where I actually saved all the videos. So apparently when Very Dark Man visited, he protested with the people of Benue State. And this is part of the protest. Like I said, so this was on a Sunday, and somebody here said, why is the federal government refusing to speak on the killings happening in Benue? They've not addressed it at all. What kind of country is this? Even the Pope has sympathized with Nigeria. On Sunday morning, the Pope, yes, sympathized with Nigeria when our own president, not even the governor of Benue State. Yet, instead of President Tinubu addressing the situation in Benue, he's busy sending condolences to India. What kind of misplaced priorities that? Help us ask them. So let's move on to the next post. So this was Very Dark Man, or still 3 days ago. This was 3 days, I think it was on Monday or Tuesday. Over 200 people were killed by suspected Fulani terrorists yesterday, and the government or president of Nigeria is yet to react or make a speech or even an action. So this is Very Dark Man still being there, still doing his thing. So obviously he was there campaigning with people of Benue State, and some dingbats were like, oh, he's doing it for clout. Wait until it's your family member, then you will know it's not about chasing clouds, okay? Patricia Onuru said, please, lady, none of the videos have been shared. What video? If you go on to Very Dark Man's page, you can go. I don't want to post a video here. If you want to watch any of the videos, you can go and watch them on Very Dark Man's page. I don't want to play them here because of YouTube policy about, showing stuff like that. So, we've already watched this. This is more videos of people protesting in, Benue. People they're angry, okay? And this is Tunde Ednor saying enough is enough. They are busy preparing for 2027 election when buying people for Nigeria has now become a norm. People just buy here and like chicken. They are busy getting ready for APC election of 2027. Youths, you better get up for 2027. We can't keep letting this happen. Enough is enough. We need peace in Nigeria. Everything is now expensive. People, they buy left and right. Dollar to naira is ridiculous. People can't buy medicine anymore. People can't afford to go to hospital anymore. Yeah, these people are getting ready for 2027. Guys, am I not sharing my screen? Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I thought I was sharing my screen. Sorry, guys. I thought I was sharing my screen. Thank you, Dikram, for letting me know. I thought I was sharing my screen. Apologies. Apologies, guys. All right, okay, no worries, Abby. So I've just read this post from Today Not there. Guys, I'm not going to go back to the past videos, okay? So I hope you guys can see my screen now. So that's a post from Tunde Not, okay, saying enough is enough. And if you are a Nigerian and you're sitting down looking, yeah, let's move on. So this is a condolence of the Pope on the June 15th. So this incident happened on the 13th of June. And this is Sunday with the Pope commiserating with Nigerians. And our president, the governor of Benue State, a reverend father or a father, has not come out to say anything. You will have thought that being the governor of Benue, he will be the first person to be out on the street saying, no, this has to stop. No, we did not hear anything. Father, in his own...
Tra il 13 e il 14 giugno, nella città di Yelewata, nell'area amministrativa locale di Guma, nello stato di Benue, in Nigeria, si è verificato un terribile massacro in cui circa 200 persone sono state uccise con estrema crudeltà, la maggior parte delle quali erano sfollati interni, ospitati dalla missione cattolica locale. Prego affinché la sicurezza, la giustizia e la pace prevalgano in Nigeria.
I know you guys know this. So that's the security. So the Pope says, I pray that security, justice, and peace will prevail in Nigeria, a beloved country so affected by various forms of violence. And I pray especially for the rural Christian communities in Benue State, which has been unceasingly victimized by violence. You guys say Pope Leo, at the Vatican. So this guy here said he lost 20 of his own family member. Meanwhile, I was looking at some news channel. They were like about 56 people. I think it was at, I don't want to name the channel name before they come and say, oh, you, this woman, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm not going to name the channel where the newscasters are like, a news has been reported that 58 people. You shut your mouth there. What 58 people? What 58 people? Listen to this guy.
People, my family members, they died in this house. 11. And some died in the other stores. 8. Some died here. My whole family members that died yesterday, day before yesterday, on that very day, there were 20. That is my own family members. I'm not talking about any other thing. That is my own family members. This is my store. Those shops are my stores. Those places are being burned.
Please walk.
Those places, this place is being burned. Here and up, my house is up there. That place also is burned. And the store where I pack my goods, I store my goods everywhere, has burned. They burned my clothes, they burned everything, they burned our food, all my family members. What we came out with is our clothes, what we wear. And I, standing here, this is what I came out with. And this is the only thing that I have. There's no anything with me.
Can you recount the incident as it happened that particular day? Tell us what happened. What did you hear? What did you see?
Guys, like the live stream for me.
On that very day, rain started in the evening. So we entered. I slept there. So I was sleeping. Around 10:20, we had gunshot at back there. So before we could notice that something is happened, Fulani men, they entered this place.
How are you sure they are Fulani men?
Because they were speaking and I was inside the room and I heard them clearly. Not somebody told me. I was inside the room there and they surrounded that room. I escaped narrowly. My brothers born in this house. Some escaped. My dad born in this house.
So you guys heard that.
Well, again, I mean,
so this person here says Benue massacre is way beyond farmer header crisis. We are being attacked by bandits and terrorists. The past 2 months has been very disastrous, governor. So that's the governor of Benue State. And what the comment here said, the most useless governor of the year. Allegedly, no baby talk camp. No baby talk camp. But let's hear what he has. You will think that is it will be the one to raise the news, to say this has happened in my city, this has happened in my town, but nothing from him. Nothing from him. Let's listen. So in this part, we are going to be discussing insecurity in Nigeria, all of the things all together from now. Guys, please like this live stream for me, please.
I mean, we're deeply shocked and extremely sorry to hear that. Do you know at this point, without any doubt, who has carried out these attacks or who has been carrying them out? Because, I mean, this is not the first time, is it?
No, it's not the first time, Charles. Let me build a context to this. In this very local government of Guma local government shares boundary with Nasarawa State, and internally it shares boundary with Makurdi local government. It is on the way from a very highway, dual carriage from Makurdi to Abuja, right by the side of the road. It's a very sizable town. The Yelwater area, it's a very sizable town, and it's within.
I think we're having a bit of a challenge with the connect.
Well, obviously that's the governor of Benue State. They're saying that the massacre is way beyond farmer header crisis. They don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're talking about, and we will get there, okay? We will get there. So obviously, Nigerian police, when they do things, they like to carry camera. So this So this is the IGP live at the Yelewata community, Guma, alongside the CD's general, blah, blah, blah. So this was 2 days ago. So I believe that was on Tuesday. See how they carry they carry camera. 2 days or 3 days after the massacre. Carry camera. They freaking don't have an idea. They don't know what to do. Obviously, looking at the image of that environment, it looks like a rural area in Benue State. And yes, what other place would they go to if not the rural areas? Exactly. Looking clueless. I don't freaking have an idea what they're just walking around.
I think that this is
so this person here, Tisia Ugbo, member of House or representative of Kwande, says that this is clearly a case of terrorism happening in Nigeria, and it's because of Benue State arable farmland, some of which have been taken over by the Fulani S-men for grazing. You see, no political faction is behind these issues. It has been going on for years before any of us came into office. So this person is claiming that there's actually a part of Benue's farmland that has been taken over by the Fulani S-men. Who gave them the permission to? How did they get the permission? Who gave them the right, the chance to say, oh, this land, you can have it? Who gave them? Let's listen.
Clear terrorism. I think that this is clear banditry. I think that this is possibly an offshoot from Boko Haram. This is clearly a case of terrorism happening in Nigeria.
Those who are alleging that they are being harbored in neighboring state like Nasarawa.
Yes.
Is there any truth in that?
There's a lot of truth in that. In my local government too, we have information that they are camped in Kashimbila, which is part of Taraba, but on the border with Benue.
But those states where they are alleging that they are being camped, there are no attacks in those areas.
Well,
what are they looking for in Benue?
Benue has fertile land. Let me tell you a little bit about Benue. Benue is the number 4th or 5th largest in terms of population in Nigeria. The Chi people are the number 4th or 5th largest ethnic group in Nigeria. Benue State is the number 1 most Christian state in the whole of northern Nigeria. Benue is 99.9% Christian. It's the most Christian state in Nigeria. It is the most fertile state in Nigeria in terms of food production. Benue was the food basket of the nation. But all that is gone. Over 40% of our arable land currently is not being farmed. So our young people, our women are currently displaced. Hundreds of thousands of people are displaced. There are no more farming.
How can Nigerians be displaced in their own country? How can Nigerians be displaced in Nigeria? Guys, can you make it make sense?
Farmlands are being taken over, and we have settlements now of the Fulani who have settled in our land right now and have taken over a lot of land for grazing.
All right, let's move on. So obviously, all of these things, Nollywood in Nigeria contributed to it. I was looking at an interview this Baba was being interviewed. A lot of them collected money to encourage Nigerians to vote. And this is a message to all Nigerians out there. Like I said, if your favorite is on the screen dancing, giving you a bag of rice, telling you to vote 2027, asking you to vote for Tinubu 2027, it's thunder strike that will massacre all of you. Because it's glaring to see that now all of these things are happening. How many celebrities on Instagram has used their pay to say pray for Benue? How many? And a lot of them, especially in that Yoruba Nollywood thingy, a lot of them collected money. One of these Nollywood people was in his birthday suit praying for Baba Tinubu. Why? Because Baba Tinubu paid for his hospital bill. Among millions of Nigerians, he paid for you, one person, hospital bill, and you think it was enough for you to go and be carrying your koropon, when you carry your cucumber, go by the sea, go they pray. So from this right up here, it says that, in quote, over 100 Yoruba actors campaigned for Tinubu for good 2 months. We thought our Messiah had come, yet we were not given a dime till now. This is what this Baba is saying, They were campaigning because they promised some of them money, allegedly. Oh, I love this air. I'm feeling myself in this air, guys. So they were campaigning for Baba Tinubu because they were promised money. So those of them that were campaigning in 2023 for Baba Tinubu, from what this Baba has said now, a lot of them were promised money. So this is what this Baba is saying. Will Sheyi tell me he was blind and didn't see us when we were campaigning for his father? We used our personal money. It shall not be well with those of you that collected money to campaign for Baba Tinubu. It shall not be well. We used our personal money and still risked our lives to campaign. People cursed us in the comment section. Olaiya that stripped himself naked, that man I was telling you about, he was in his birthday suit praying for Tinubu. At the river to pray for Tinubu was cursed heavily. Till today, he has not recovered. He will never recover from the curses. He will never recover. As it is now, I am ready to curse anyone that, no, Baba, all those curses that people were cursing you then, you must carry those curses, oh Baba. You must carry those curses. You must. So Baba says that until today, he has not recovered from the curses. As it is now, I am ready to curse anyone that votes for Tinubu for second term. Sheyi left Yoruba land and went to the north to pay their hospital bills. Are there no sick people in Yoruba land? So this Baba is in Nollywood and he's come out here to say that they were paid, alleged. They were promised money. And up until after Baba entered, none of them have been paid. Only to Brusa. So apparently, Baba Tinubu went to Benue and he did not even get to where those Fulani herdsmen. He did not even get there. And when this news broke out, Baba said he will clear his schedule to visit the people of Benue as if he was doing us a favor. Hear him yourself.
We should be able to manage our anger and frustrations.
Manage anger and frustrations.
I sympathize those who have lost their life.
Hello, Rosh.
I will adjust my program and go.
Adjust his program as if he was doing the people of Benue State a favor. What stupid program? What program is Baba going for? Adjust his program as if he was doing its citizens a favor to go see them.
We'll see Benue people on Wednesday.
Why were they clapping? What was that clap for? What was that clap for? What was the clap for? Guys, I'm going to quickly run through this so that I can drop the link for whoever wants to come in and say one or two things. What was the clap for?
We should be able to manage.
Yeah, we've already watched this.
If President
Baba said President Bola Ahmed Tinubu should travel to Benue and see things first, and that's true leadership.
Tinubu is truly our president.
He's not my president, though.
And Nigerian lives matter. Let him travel to Benue today to go and see what is going on. Let him travel. If he's truly our president, let him travel to Benue today. In fact, some of his governors and his ministers should follow him to Benue to show solidarity that, yes, you are truly our father.
All right, so
obviously this is a video from Very Dark Man calling out that, obviously, like I said, up until when Very Dark Man came out to share that video, no news channel. And like I said, I did a video like, okay, where is a part of investigative journalism in our Nigerian media house? Very Dark Man came out with that story. You will have thought that they will have arranged their people on ground to go directly to the affected place, but no. Hence why some of them were like, 58 people have been reported dead. Where did you see the 58 people? Why are you all sitting on your backsides and you're not going out to the field? Go do your own investigative journalism. We see how when things happen in the US or ever in all advanced countries, as soon as that news break, you will see news agents with their big cameras and their crews there trying to get first-hand coverage. But our own Nigerian media house, nothing. Hear him.
Something I forgot to add in my previous video, and here's the truth, right? The media is being controlled.
Yes.
The media is being controlled. The bloggers are under a payroll. A lot of them are under payroll. They are being controlled. The mainstream media, the television station, the newspapers, bloggers. Instablog is being controlled. Linda is being controlled. A lot of bloggers. Tunde Ednut is being offered money almost every day. They even offered him money to never post Peter Obi again. I know today not to be wondering how I found out. As they offer you now, so they still they offer me too. So I know. They'll try to bring you so close. How I know say you never collect now, you still they post Peter Obi. And now you still they post some things where we say it concerns a day against what they try to hide. How you still they post then I make me know say you never collect. If not, I don't know. A lot of A-list celebrities have been spotted. They don't give them, they don't collect.
We know that's no news. We know.
Do you understand? They want to make sure that they paint it out there that everything is okay. But insecurity, they have a backyard. People are buying every day, not almost every day. People are not be natural bio. This is from insecurity, steady. It's happening steady. Now let me tell you how they control this media. Let me tell you how. Let's say there's a news that 500 people buy for one community. The natural instinct of people where the thing happen, go on make Nigerians know, right? They'll quickly contact all these blogs. They'll send it to them. Oh yeah, this is what is happening. If they get a picture, they can send. If they get a video, they will send to the bloggers. But these bloggers that are being controlled are main bloggers, right? See what they'll do. They don't post them immediately. They'll just let it, they'll leave it first. They will try to water down the news. Do you understand? Now, they will not start posting a lot of things that does not concern security. Where no really day. Yes, entertainment is important. Yes, you can post some things for cruise. These two people, they fight. Yes, you can post it. But when there's something that has to do with the country, a national issue, I expect that a lot of them will put it first. But they will deliberately just keep it away. They will deliberately skip it. So they'll post, oh, this one, they fight. They'll put these two people, they fight. This guy, this one do BBA, this one buy car, this one this. That's what they will arrange. They will arrange it in a line. They'll put it. Then that news of 500 people went by, they'll now put it. If they put it, see what they'll do. They'll not put a picture or a video so that you will really see that people buy. Where go disturb you, where go demand, say me you tell government, say, oh no, this is wrong. They will put a picture. Just picture of something. The guy will take drum. Then they will now write an epistle, a long note. Because they know a lot of Nigerians don't read. So they will not do a follow-up on the news. They will water down the news. Immediately they'll follow up with entertainment.
True.
I'll give you an instant. Very dark one talk about the Burna Boy, Whiskey and Davido.
Yeah, we already know. So that's him calling out all social media handles. So this was a day after Very Dark Man shared that video. Okay. Let's see what he has to say.
Yesterday I could not sleep. I kept on rolling on my bed. There was no way I could sleep. I kept on seeing images of the children that were burnt alive, families, dead bodies, bones. Till this morning I could not sleep. It was this morning I finally was able to close my eyes. I could not sleep. Do you understand? But do you know the pain? The pain is that they are not done with Benue State yet.
Can you hear? They are not done with Benue.
Few more people. In months to come, they will finish them. That's the pain. They've sent joint task force, police, army, everybody to Benue State. In like 3-4 months, when it is a little bit calm, those military will go back. They will come back, they will continue. Even from the press release from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, should tell you that they are not done yet. Now let's go back to the press release, right? In the press release, in the first paragraph, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu said they should arrest all the suspects and prosecute them, right? Now, in that same press release, in another paragraph, he said this. He said, this is time for Governor Alia to act as a statesman and immediately lead the process of dialogue and reconciliation that will bring back peace. You want to dialogue with people that are burning people alive.
I tire. Voila.
People with barbaric ways. This is to tell you that they are even bigger than the president. It's just the truth. Don't let anybody deceive you. And this is not anything about politics or wanting to say something negative about President Bola Ahmed Tinubu regime. No. They are way bigger than him. They are bigger than ABC, PDP, and everybody. They are way bigger. It will be clowning if the DG of DSS will tell me he does not know what is going on in Benue. So, it will be clowning. It will be.
What Very Dark Man is asserting now is that they know who these people are. And most of the bloggers I've seen who are speaking about it as well are moving in the same direction as Very Dark Man. That they know who these people are. And what shocked me is the fact that there's still not enough uproar about this as compared to what Uromi people did to those Fulani people in Uromi. You guys remember, I think during Easter period, when some alleged Fulani people were unalive in Uromi. Do you guys saw the canvassing? They must be, those people that did those things must be arrested. Where they started going about arresting people, even innocent people. What Kenya they arrested you? Why was same energy not given this time? Why was the same energy not given this time? At some point, when those Uromi people thing happened, they were like, the family of the people will have to be compensated. How many people have been compensated when a criminal offense has been committed against them? How many people have been compensated? Because I know the government we have in Nigeria is not a government that gives you compensation, even if it's glaring that it's the government that is at fault. How many times have they compensated anybody? Let's keep listening to Very Dark Man.
The clowning, if the IG of police will tell me he does not know what's going on in Benue or what has been going on in Benue.
Guys, like this live stream for me, please. There's 191 of you watching me. Please kindly give the like button, please. Give that a push. I really appreciate it, guys. Please like. I really appreciate it for guys. Like and share.
It will be clowning if the chief of defense staff, army staff, and all the staffs will tell me they don't know what's going on in Benue. It will be clowning if the NSA say they don't know what's going on in Benue. The only reason anybody's acting now is because I had to go to show the video. Because a lot of you in Nigeria are already used to the news. When you hear that, 50 people buy, 20 people buy, you're already used to the news. And that is what scared me most. That's why I went there. I was so scared when I saw the news, 200 people. The news just passed like that. It didn't trend nothing.
Exactly.
So maybe it's time for me to show them what it means to lose 200 people. That's why I went there. I didn't go there for nothing, just to show you. And now automatically everybody's now acting. It will be clowning. It will be clowning if NSA, police, army will tell me they don't know. Do you know how these people entered that place yesterday? They came with fuel, gallon of fuel. They will open a door, they will pour the fuel. So all these people were coming with gallons of fuel. Where did they pass through? Not just that, these people had AKs. They had AKs. With them.
Heartbreaking.
It's not about protesting on the street. The people of Benue, listen to me. You have to go get a license and get a gun. Every farmer in Benue State, you gotta get a gun. It's bigger than what the government can come and intervene at this point. Listen. Get a license, get a gun. Every household in Benue, you get a gun. By any means necessary. If you must sell your car, sell your car. If you will sell your property, sell your property. Your farmland, you protect it. Get a gun. I went to the state. I saw it with my own eyes. You people don't understand what I saw. Listen, bro. Seeing it on the camera is not when you see it in real life. Those people don't have no protection. There's no border nowhere. The land is just open. They can come from anywhere, for fuck's sakes, bro. These people can come from anywhere. Any angle they deem it fit, they'll just come. Unless the people have vote to protect themselves, they can't do nothing. From where the police were, you were lucky yesterday that police were there. They according to the story, they said they were lucky. Police came to their aid.
See, they were lucky.
And even the police that came to their aid, they are all lying.
They were lucky, which means that not be all the time police were there. Wow.
Abrats.
Exactly, Abby.
The people that are at the top, they know what's up. The governor is a labrat as well. I'm sorry to say if he feels offended.
Yes, he's a labrat. He's a mumu, mu raised to power 2. He's a, what's it called again? He's a snail, slowish puppet. That's how they play him, when you go to all this clown show, how they play with the puppets. That Benue State governor, you are a puppet.
He is a labra because he said it with his mouth that the people that are doing these things are in the National Assembly, but he cannot talk. That makes him a labrat. It's for a test.
He's just there warming the seat of the governor's seat. See, guys, my own move now. All these things that Very Dark Man say, me, I support him 100%. I support him 100%. And if you know you don't want to do the job, move. Come out for there. Allow person who go do the job to do the job.
Until the people get strapped up, nothing. And don't get it. Don't even make it by mistake. You Nigerians, listen to me. Don't think by a second that it's only Benue State. That same road, now you carry them go Enugu State, where they go they buy people for Enugu State. That same road goes to Jos. Those places. From there they will move. They are coming for everybody. Don't make that mistake. Even me, they are coming for me. All of us.
Guys,
They
can
are
you
coming
hear?
for all of us, bro. They are bigger than presidency. We're
Guys, can
bigger
you
than
hear?
it.
Can you hear? They are coming for all of us. They are bigger than the presidency.
You have to get it done. Don't talk about international community. International community cannot do nothing. They did not try to Boko Haram. What happened? Till tomorrow, they are still there. Until the people get strapped up to protect themselves, nothing can be done. So get a license. Don't go and get illegal guns. Get a license. Even if it's pump action, just hold it. Every household. If they know you have these things, they will shy away. They'll go back a little. Because tell me how you do that barbaric thing to those people. Why? Why? Children, mothers, fathers, food.
Even businesses.
Everything.
Let's move on.
All right, so I'm just seeing this very funny news and at the same time a very triggering news. It says that.
So obviously that was where Baba Tinubu was talking about, Bola Tinubu charity begins at home. Your government is calling for a ceasefire between Israel and Iran, which is good. But your government has never called for a ceasefire on the Esmen buying in Nigeria. Did you see the numbers of people that were buying in Benue? Exactly. So that I think this news was shared. I don't know when it was shared, but let's move on. Okay, let's move on from this.
Wow.
So women and children mostly affected in that massacre that happened. Okay.
Now this was going on.
So obviously, Harrison Guamishu, I saw a video where he said that herdsmen working at night are now being followed by security officers. Let's listen.
In Benue State, an appointee of the government decided to join the people to protest against insecurity.
And they sacked him.
What are they protesting about? The killing of people, the killing of human beings in Benue State. And he joined the protest. And at the same government who has refused to act on the complaint, refused to send troops to protect the communities, to protect the Benue State. And the appointee joined the protest, and they suspend him. So you are suspended.
Typical
for speaking against, for joining the people to protest against insecurity in the states. Appointee. People are being kidnapped in your community. People are being raped. People are being killed. Ransom is being collected daily because of the salary you are being paid. How much are they paying you?
Exactly.
That will bind your conscience. How much are they paying you that will bind your empathy? How much? And you keep quiet because government are paying you money. Because if you talk, they will suspend you, they will sack you. It's a pity. It is time for you to have a rethink. Have a rethink. Any government that does not listen to you as an appointee,
get them out.
You are nothing to them.
Exactly.
You are nothing. They are only focused on election. That's what they are focused on. Now, this was.
That's Harrison's take there. So this is the governor of Benue State. You will have thought that being a collar man, he will be the one, out there saying this has to stop. This has to stop. My people have just gone through this. This has to stop. But there was no word. You remember that incident happened on Friday night. You will have thought that you will be the first person to raise the alarm immediately or early Saturday morning. There was nothing. Even on Sunday, still nothing from him. Still nothing from him. And according to what Allison said here, that the governor of Benue State appears to be helpless. If you are helpless, put your resignation letter in and leave. If you can't talk, if you can't canvass for the protection of your people, then tender your resignation and leave so you don't have blood on your hands. The more you're sitting down there, you're keeping quiet, you're not saying anything, you are as well to be blamed for the lives that have been gruesomely taken. They are politicizing insecurity in their state due to second-term ambitions. Yeah, he wants to go for second term. They are aware of the attackers' identities and are hesitant to offend them. Can you imagine? Offend them. 200 lives gone. Yes, it was the one who put a stop to Peter Obi coming to visit the IDPs. He was part of the people who stopped Peter Obi when Peter Obi wanted to come and meet the people who were displaced. He was the one.
Well, again,
it was one. And I said on the comment I saw on Facebook that come, for the fact that you are a clergyman with a white collar, you are meant to know God. You're meant to know that you should love your neighbor you should love your neighbor as yourself. You're meant to know to advocate for people, that you should love people just as Christ loved us. But it's clearly shown that this man does not love anybody. The road to hell, his own road to hell has been specially customized for him. His road to hell has been specially customized. And how that road looks like, I don't want to see, but you're definitely you're going to pay. Let's move on.
Well,
obviously here, Benue State governor confirms bandits and terrorist attack behind. He said it is not Fulani herdsmen, but they were bandits. Who are these bandits? Are they not from that side? Who are the bandits? So it says here that has confirmed that the recent deadly attacks in Guma local government area were carried out by bandits and terrorists, not just herders. Speaking in a live interview with Arise News, the governor explained that the region has faced violence for over 2 decades, initially due to clashes between farmers and herders. However, in the past 12 years, the violence escalated to harm herders, attacking the entire community. He's still saying the same thing. Let's move on. I don't want to hear this man speak. So this was the guy that was suspended, that was sacked because he protested. He is a chief press security, and he was sacked by the Benue State governor. Why? Because he was seen in this picture. He was seen protesting. This is the letter: immediate and indefinite suspension from duty. Dear Mr. Ukeyima, this letter serves as formal notification of your immediate and indefinite suspension from your position as chief press secretary, effective today. Because they sacked him because they don't want their nyash out in the public. And yes, for the fact that he has come out to protest with the people of Benue State, they don't want him doing that. They don't want him doing that, which means that all of their shenanigans and stuff is not safe for the fact that this guy has come out here publicly to protest with the people of Benue State. This decision has been made due to your actions that have been deemed as working against here. Working against? How did he work against the directives of your principal? How? During the period of this indefinite suspension, you are to refrain from all official duties and responsibilities, and you are not permitted to represent this office or me in any capacity. Please be advised that this suspension is indefinite, and the duration and any further actions will be determined following a comprehensive review of the matter. I'm sure better people will offer. In fact, VDM already asked him to come work for his NGO. IG of police visited Benue. See all of them in their uniform. Too late. A little bit too late. A little bit too late in their uniforms, camera in their faces. What are they there for? What are they there for? Let's move on briefly. Let's move on, guys. So the night, a day after that incident, was it a day after or the night that incident was happening? These are APC Northeast chairman endorsing Tinubu. All APC people, when lives were being taken, they are here planning about Tinubu 2027. Nigerian lives do not matter to these people. Our government do not care about us. They do not care. And guys, that very dark man's video where he was saying that you need to go and get yourself something, I am solidly behind him. I am solidly behind him. Now it was making sense why Nedunwoko was advocating for it. You remember, Nedunwoko advocated for it, and I think I was one of the people who said, bye, for Nigeria, mad place, mad people. Hello, Samuel, how are you? Long time. You're advocating for bye for mad people in Nigeria? So, hear what this IG of police has to say. In quote, when one incident happens, this incident shouldn't have happened at all, and it is not just one. It has happened multiple times. According to the report, now it says it's been happening for over 2 decades. So you guys know this thing has been happening for over 2 decades, and what have they been doing since then? Obviously, lives have been taken needlessly. So he said, when, in quote, when one incident happens, hundreds of incidents have been prevented that are not known. Put it to the world. If you have prevented any, put it to the world. Let us see. Let us see which ones have been prevented. And he continued to say that this happened does not mean that we have not been deploying. IG of Police Colonel Degbeto, let's listen to him.
Everywhere. You see, when one incident happened, hundreds of incidents have been prevented that are not known to the public. So that this happened does not mean that we have not been deploying. We have actually been deploying.
Where?
We've been working together with the military and with other security agencies to ensure that this reign of impunity of these criminal elements ends. And we are
stop speaking grammar and arrest the people responsible for these dastardly acts. All of this one are grammar in your uniform. We don't need grammar. We need actions.
committed to this. This attack on the peaceful Yelewata community is one attack too many. It is not just an attack on the people of Benue State. It's an attack on the entire nation. And we are not going to accept it. The people of this community are not alone. We are with them. The entire Nigerian communities are with them. A day will come when these bandits will come to operate as they used to, and they will never.
No, that day should not come. If that day comes again, then you are failing in your duties. That day should not come. It should never come. If he, did you guys hear him? A day will come when those people want to attack again. The thing is this, you know, that day should never come, because you should put your men out on the street and get these people arrested. Period. Let's move on, guys. So, Apostle Suleiman says people of Benue to defend themselves. As it is now, that's the way it needs to go. I thought there was a video here. That's the way it should be.
If you look at the 2020,
so this is where insecurity has been discussed. It's been discussed, and hence why I added in the title the Insecurity in Nigeria. Some of them don't have a freaking clue, but this man here said something, and I agree with him. Let's listen together.
25 budget. How much do you even have for border security? That's the truth. The whole budget of Nigerian Immigration Service is less than, I think it's about, the capital budget is less than 10 billion or something naira, and you want to protect 4,024 square kilometers of our border space. Are we joking? One, you kill one terrorist and the border is porous, 20 will come in, exactly. And the military are challenged. So exactly. For us, we need to be very realistic with ourselves. Do we want a system that works, or we just want to play, to the gallery? We have some of the most brilliant people in our DSS. We have our NIA doing fantastically well. You can see the kind of leadership that the NSA is providing. But the simple truth is that when we talk about security, internal security, the first thing that comes to a Nigerian mind is the military. That is a sign of failure of our internal security agencies. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Exactly. I do not see a reason why our police, for instance, should even rely on budgetary allocation. Just call a spade a spade. Exactly. I don't see it.
Exactly. When they were renovating a conference with 39 billion naira, misplaced priorities, they were renovating a conference when the social security, the borders are lacking. That was when I saw this, I was like, wow, I need to play this. Let's keep listening. Yes, this guy, his talk deserves an accolade. His talk deserves the clap he got.
Talking about the most populous black nation on earth. Africa has a population of 1.2 billion people. 240 of that population are Nigerians. And you have a police that depends on budget, capital release, and all these things. And you think we will be efficient. Sir, my brother Ben, I have utmost trust in your coordination as chairman of this council. We have an opportunity now to get it right. And also, before I leave, something is very important I must say. The attention that we are paying for cyber security, we are still living 20 years behind. You cannot continue to run a cyber security architecture on what's it called, an ad hoc arrangement. There must be proper security framework.
Exactly.
If you look at the 2025 budget, how much do you even have for border security?
We've already listened to this. He said, like, I actually doffed my hat out for him. He said everything. We are spending money needlessly, spending money senselessly to something that is not of importance to Nigerian citizen. Renovating a conference for 39 billion.
Let's discuss.
And I also saw this young, bold, beautiful northern princess. Let's listen to her.
Something that is really pissing me off because Nigerians are really starting to get on my nerve. Is it everything that you people have an excuse for? Everything, every nonsense they bring, you have excuse to give for it.
Exactly.
Like Nigerians have this very weird, very strange and yet consistent habit of creating excuses every single time for people in governance. People are saying, oh, the governor of Benue State is feeling helpless and betrayed by APC. The same APC that he campaigned for and used to win elections. And on the other side, the other idiots are saying, oh, the president is misinformed by his security advisors on what is going on in Benue State or wherever. Like, we have heard this script a million times before. During Buhari's tenure, every scandal, every tragedy, every insecurity that happens, oh, he did not know, they did not tell him. Oh, he's surrounded by bad people. So what exactly is the point of a president then, if that's the case? Why do we have a president in Aso Villa? Is it to go and sit down in Aso Villa and be clueless? Is that his job? Look at the facts. Even in the national budget, the approved national budget, they budgeted over 22 million on internet access charge. Internet only, they budgeted over 22 million. They budgeted over 10 million on newspapers, and you're telling me that man is still uninformed, is misinformed. With all this money for internet and newspapers allocated to his office, he is still misinformed. Over 30 million naira budgeted to get information.
Guys, can we take the like to 100, please? There's 240 of you watching me. Can we please take the like? Please like. Let's take this like to 100, please. I really appreciate it, guys.
He's still misinformed. What are they doing with internet over there? Like, are they watching comedy skits? Are they doing content creation? What are they doing? Are they doing vlogs? What are they doing with the internet over there? The newspaper, are they using it to put suya inside? Abi, there's nothing in newspapers that is showing what is happening in Benue today. Is that what you're telling me? If he does not watch the news, he reads newspapers. So the newspaper does not carry anything related to what is happening in Benue right now. In any of the countries plagued with insecurity in the country, newspapers don't carry the news for that one, Abi. Like, when people say things like this, it makes me wonder one thing. Is our president locked somewhere in a bunker with no access to television, radio, or a phone to get information? Is it that he's locked somewhere in a bunker where his only access to information is what someone will come to whisper in his ear? Because, like, this crisis is not being covered, it's not being hidden, it's being covered by major news outlets in the country. It's being covered by AIT, NTA, Channels, Arise, TVC that he owns. This man owns TVC. He owns the national, is it Nation newspaper or what? And 2 radio stations. And you're still telling me that he's misinformed. One TV station, 1 newspaper, whatever, company or whatever. 2 radio stations, and he's still misinformed. Don't piss me off. He didn't see what's happening in Benue State, but he saw what happened in India.
Exactly.
Are you okay? This is exactly how we sit down and normalize life.
She said the right things. Let's move on. So obviously, like, Baba Tinubu decided to go and visit them in Benue State. And this was a report, this was a letter from the Benue State government saying, esteemed leaders, registered support group Benue State. So it was dated 17th of June. Invitation to welcome the president, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, blah, blah, blah. I am pleased to notify you at the instance of our dear governor, His Excellency Dr. Hyans. How do you even pronounce that name? I can't pronounce it, I beg. Ayla, the leader of All Progressiveness Congress in Benue State, to mobilize massively. Can you guys say mobilize massively to give a rousing welcome? What stupid welcome? People are mourning, and you are asking people to come and give a rousing welcome. Should there even be a rousing welcome? Should there be a rousing welcome? 2, the support group's constituency is required to form a colorful shoulder. Can you imagine? Colorful shoulder to shoulder. spread procession from airport to Wurukum roundabout and down to government house, Makurdi, where the president will address a town hall meeting. Come, when any sad events happen in the US or here in the UK, now only the prime minister and it's maybe a few of his people that will come with him. They don't ask that people should come and form a congregation to do what? He is coming to commiserate. He's coming to do his responsibility. The people of Nigeria. Oh, Ijoma, I'll correct that. Thank you for bringing that to my notice. The people of Nigeria, and they are asking us to come and hey, Jehovah Jireh, God. Oh. Accreditation will be done strictly by the members and color to identify people that are coming to come and say, government Tinubu, Baba Tinubu is coming. 4, leaders of groups will contact the office of SSA to the governor on special groups mobilization for more information. Kindly accept the governor's gratitude for your commitment and assured of my highest regard and esteem. What nonsense is this? And then they went on to go and be, look at this, renewed hope. They are using that chance to start advocating for APC 2027 because he wants to come and play condolence visits to a town where over 200 lives have been taken aggressively. They had the time to go and be printing flyers. President visit, thank you for your condolence. They are thanking him for coming. And I drop a comment there. What nonsense is this? Look at that. To welcome him to come out because he's coming to play condolence visits. Look at that. Let me read your comments. Yeah, Ijoma, I will try and I will adjust that. Thank you. JLB said we don't even come out then unless we have a bone to pick with them. D Crown said, I actually love the welcome given to the president on his arrival in Benue State. People came out mostly in morning clothes and a placard of sorrow. I saw that as well. Exactly, Hodri, giving a rousing welcome to, like, make it make sense. Make this make sense. He's already failed. Just like Ifunaya said this, just like Ifunaya said our uncle failed. Baba Tinubu has failed in all ramifications, and I think it's high time for him to step down. I think this is the right time for him to step down. He has failed in all ramifications. His government has failed in all ramifications. And then the night before, Benue government employs workers to clean Makurdi overnight ahead of Tinubu's visits, invite support groups to come and welcome him. So these are people working, cutting grass, because Baba Kurubu is coming to come and pay condolence visits. Like, make it make sense. Yes, we are really Nigerians. We do not know our rights as citizens at all. So these are people working.
Governor,
and someone here said they will also organize female dancers to welcome him. Probably he's coming to commission their graves. Nonsense. Absolutely. And here's a post. A very dark man said, like VDM correctly said on this post, this Benue killings did not start today. It started since it was a little boy, and VDM is over 30 years old. The X-Men sadly successfully took over 17 different communities in Benue State, and all they did was rampant unaliving of innocent Nigerians. But under our President Tinubu's administration, the government have been able to completely eradicate these killers from 14 communities. How? Where is the proof? Where is the proof? Where is the proof? Obviously, very dark man claimed that this has been happening for years. Yes, we've been seeing reports that it's been happening for decades, and they've not done anything. Welcome to Sarike, welcome. MLJLB said, what annoyed me, he had the effrontery to say he had to clear his, exactly, we discussed that earlier on. It's crazy, man.
So what the passer?
And then, yes, this is Baba. Obviously, that was not him, but his team. And when I saw this post, TVC, obviously that's his channel. They said that he's the one that owns this channel, news channel. Happening now, every floor stores movement along Lafia Makurdi Road with all of the work they did the night before. And God, may I drop a comment there that signs that God and the people of Benue are not happy because that visit was not genuine. Yes, he was not going to come to Benue. And then he now decided to come, and God decided to say, come, that your visit, you were not going to come, so there's no point. Let me pour down heavy rain to make sure that you do not come, so that people actually know. For me, that was a sign from God. And this was said, you are seeing flood, I'm seeing tears of the innocent slain. I don't understand the analogy, but obviously that's the video there. You know, rain, heavy rain. Heavy rain. Obviously, that's not about Tinubu in that vehicle, but yes, they will first of all send some people to go first. If the road is clear, then they will now tell them to bring him. But as it is, the town where those atrocities happened, Baba did not even get there. Baba did not get there. They showed us a picture of him in a clean hospital. Those were not the people from that massacre. Those were not the people from that massacre. Exactly, Arike. I'm getting there. There are videos. I saved those videos up. It did not even get to where the incident, that sad incident happened. It did not get there. Obviously, we've seen that. No. This was the one that annoyed me the most. In Makurdi, Benue State, pupils and students told us they were instructed to line the streets to welcome Tinubu. Like, guys, when I saw this, I was mad in my spirit. I was mad in my spirit. That was after they already declared that day as a public holiday, which means that all these children, being a day that is raining, they should be in their house, in their parents' house, sleeping, enjoying out of the rain, staying indoors. That okay, no school today, extra one day for them. They declared that day that President Tinubu was coming to Benue State as a public holiday. And some schools, some senseless schools, still had the audacity to line children up by the roadside under the rain to welcome a president who has failed in protecting their people. You line their children up by the roadside. That day was meant to be a public holiday, right? Public holiday because we were coming. I think they intentionally announced that day to be public holiday so that in case some people decide to move funny on him and his entourage, I believe that was the purpose of them announcing that day as a day off. They don't want him to be, hijacked on the road. That was why they did a public holiday for people. Public holiday. Why are these children in their uniforms lining the street to welcome him? Why? And I also blame the parents of these children. They already announced that it was a public holiday. Why the freaking hell did you wake your children up, wear them uniform, and send them to school? Why? Why? They were instructed to line the street to welcome President Tinubu, even as the state government declaring that day a public holiday, despite the poor weather, with cars splashing water on some of them. They stayed in place to greet the president's entourage. What the F? Can you see that? Can you see that?
Say it one more time.
That man, you be Omwale. Can you see that, guys? President Tinubu is about to land in Benue State. See as them line children up for inside rain. Exactly. We just finished watching that. And this man here, APC chieftain Joe Igbokwe, accuses Igbos of keeping mute on the mines in Southeast while shedding tears for Plateau and Benue State. Hypocrites everywhere. From 2015 till date, Igbo have been killing Igbo and burning their homes. Our people kept mute. Now these people are shedding more tears than the people of Benue and Plateau, shouting up and down, yeah, people. Where is this coming from? I don't know much about this, but let's move on.
I am live currently at the food basket of the nation, that is Benue State. And as you can rightly see, are several banners.
Why is this uncle smiling? Why is uncle smiling?
Flex banners that was erected just this morning welcoming the president. It seems like a party-to-party affair. Because based on the writing on the banner, you can clearly see that it is clearly written APC, President Tinubu, Governor Alia, welcome this and that. But however, things seems to be on a normal here, because I can see that most residents here are going on their daily activities like it's normal, not thinking about the president or much of it. However, there are several security men that have been stationed across several parts of the state capital here, and strategically, because earlier this morning, droves of security men occupied basically every part of the state capital. Behind me is a fire service truck, and as you can see them, they are coming down from their truck. Well,
let's move on. We've already seen this. We've already seen that.
Hi guys, Dr. Zoe again. I had to go and sneak out to make this video because since this incident happened in Benue State in Nigeria, my wife said, don't put mouth in Nigerian politics. What is good? We're in Canada, we're okay. I never sleep. 200 people got bite and burnt alive in one day in Nigeria.
Exactly.
In Nigeria. It happened in Benue State in Nigeria, my country. And people are saying, Zo, don't talk, don't put mouth. This is midnight. I go hide somewhere for my car, for my garage. Now I go make this video. I will release and if anybody wake up. You know what I want to say? I lived more than half of my life already in Nigeria. I'll tell you that for free. More than half of my life I lived in Nigeria. I lived in Nigeria in the period you guys consider the worst government in Nigeria. I was there. I lived there. I was there. I lived 28 to 30 years of my life in Nigeria, and I go to Nigeria regularly. You know what I'll tell you? Emphatically, as an old man, the worst military administration in Nigeria is better than this charlatanship we have in Abuja today.
Exactly.
Hear me at all. The worst military administration in Nigeria that I witnessed when I was in Nigeria is better than this current charlatans you guys call governance in Nigeria, allegedly. I don't talk finish.
You guys heard that. Dr. Paul Eneche speaks again.
I intend to interrupt this prayer at this time to just, for those watching from everywhere, we have a climate of gloom in our land today. There is so much blood flow on the land. It's an atmosphere of doom, atmosphere of darkness, atmosphere of death.
Guys, like this live stream for me, please.
It is clear that we have in our land non-human persons.
I won't be surprised at that to crypto evangelists. I won't be surprised at all.
They may look like persons, but literally non-human. Persons that are almost one and the same with devils. Went to the peaceful community of Yelewata in Benue State to unleash mayhem in what can be described as one of the worst massacres or pogrom in our history, recent history. Where people step in what I'll call non-human persons, because human persons have feeling, and if they don't have feeling for anybody, they have feeling for children. Killed, set some people on fire alive. surrender the place, lock the room or whatever, put fire, and scores of people died, some burned to ashes. It's all over the media. Houses burnt. Children skeleton. Some was left with only skull. Our condolences. I heard that of a family.
That's what that pastor said. I
intend to interrupt.
Somebody here said first time. Guys, let me know. Is this the first time he's ever spoken about things like this? Let me know, guys, in the comment section.
Today
Welcome,
marks
guys. Welcome everybody. I see you here. So obviously Nigerians are extremely angry. These presenters are very angry as well. Yeah, let's listen to them.
Day for the people in Benue State, because the president, like I rightly started the show, in his very busy schedule, very busy, very tight, I decided to make small time, create time to just visit the people and feel what they feel and speak with them. But these are people that are mourning, they're in crisis. However, while the president is coming, some, so-called, I'm trying to watch my words.
Well, unfortunately, I can't help myself anymore when watching the words.
People just feel, the president, okay, you know what we'll do? Everybody sweep the area, beautify it, let the cultural group come out, let's dance and dance for the... What? You are mourning,
Exactly, it's supposed to be money.
And that's the sheer disregard of life that we see in Nigeria. Whether it's our politicians, whether it's just regular, everyday Nigerian.
Maybe I should leave. Today marks a special day for the people in Benue State, because the president, like I rightly started.
You guys heard it. We even made their houses now. They are tired. You've already seen that. So amongst all of these, actually, Very Dark Man received a threat from this person. Very Dark Man received a threat from this person. Let's listen to what he has to say.
I want to do this video for one guy.
One guy.
They are calling that guy Very Dark Man.
They are calling that guy Very Dark Man.
As bandits strike your people. You go there and be saying rubbish.
Can you imagine, guys?
Warn your people. This is just the beginning, Very Dark Man. Warn them. This is just the beginning. They never see something.
Can you guys hear that?
And I want to tell you something. Fulani are not like government. I'm seeing you in social media abusing government, doing this. Fulani are not like government. You have to be very careful.
Le bâton.
You have to be very careful. Last month, I come meet with one video. Benue State people, they give Fulanis 14 days to come out in their states.
Can you imagine, guys?
That one is rubbish now. They don't have that right to chase all Fulani in their state. Whether...
Exactly. I don't know. Obviously now, do you guys remember when the wife of one of the police bosses was kidnapped? There was a way they were able to, figure out where these people were and arrest them. I wish they could use that same connection or that same whatever inside that they have to get this guy arrested. I wish they could do the same. But let's keep listening.
To state peace with Fulani, or they should leave Benue State. You can see
Ataya Ungozi. Let them do it.
They are killing innocent Fulani in Benue State. You didn't say anything, but now, after this strike, you go there, be saying nonsense. So you have to be very careful. This is just the beginning.
Can you guys hear me saying that they are unaliving Fulani S-men? When I was a very young child, I've always known that some certain part in the northern, they are very wicked people. Some of them, they don't. I mean, I'm sure I was very, very young, that I've always known that some of the Hausas, the Fulani, some of them, not all of them, a certain part in the northern, they would rather save their cow than save a human life. Hello, guys. I see you all. How are you, my beautiful people? I see you, Joy Yomi. I see you, Jenna G. I've known that from a very young age. So when we start hearing of all of this pipe that these Fulani people are doing, it does not come as a surprise to me because I've always known from a very young age that some part of the northern people, some of them, human lives mean nothing to them. Let's keep listening to this. Let's still listen to him.
This was the first strike. So Nigeria are not like government to be careful very dark now.
I'm very well, Jenny G. How are you?
All right, so you don't hear the message when I received today. So I was able to check the TikTok handle.
That's the handle of
I sent it. This is the face of the person, and this is the TikTok. Me, I'm not even bothered about the threat. You understand? I'm not bothered because even him where they make the video, now out of fear, I make that video. You don't fear, so okay, this guy don't they create awareness around this issue. Maybe it's time to drop a video that will scare him. But that's not my problem. He said something in the video. He said, if Benue people will not learn to live with the Fulanis, then the Benue people should leave their state.
Exactly. That was what he said.
That's a very strong statement.
Yeah.
And then he also said that is just one attack, and there will be multiple attacks coming soon for the Benue people. Well, I believe so we get government, and I don't know why these people are so confident to be posting these things online.
Exactly.
Again, no be the first time. So it don't they be me like normal thing now. But at the end of the day, it is not normal. You know, when somebody will just come online, drop something. If you defame anybody online, they will track you down, they'll carry you come. They will arrest you if you defame. According to them, defamation, any big man, they'll go arrest you. But when these guys come out to threaten the government officials, they don't go fit talk. You understand? Anyways, my brother, I would like to tender an apology to you, but I would like to tender the apology in person. I won't see you, make I beg you. Say me, you know, verse, yeah, go Benue State, go create awareness surrounding the issue. I want to beg you one-on-one. You understand? Please, brother, you can drop me your location. You know, I can even send you a DM. I'll send you a DM now. If you send me your location, if you send you my own, you understand, so that you come, then I will apologize to you for going to Benue State to raise an awareness. And this one where you talk, say, okay, when I go still go there, go attack. My brother, you better prepare yourself, prepare yourself. Because I want to believe, say, the Benue youths, they're not going to sleep by this kind of time.
Exactly.
So don't make that attack too far. Any attack you want to do, don't make it too far. Do it soon. You understand? And Benue youth, they are not playing.
Guys, can we take the like to 100, please? Like, there's 251 of you watching me. Can we take this like to 100, please? 20 more likes. We can do it, guys. Keep pushing the like button.
That's the only thing I can tell you. That's the only thing I can tell you. Peace and love. Don't play. If you play, go and learn and go down the hard way.
So that's pretty much that, okay? This is part of the shenanigans, obviously. When, look at how they welcome Baba Tinubu to a city, to a town that they are mourning 200 people. Look at how they welcome Baba Tinubu. Look at how they welcome Baba Tinubu. Can you guys see? Look at how they welcome Baba Tinubu. He did not even get to the exact village where that massacre happened. Look at how. Look at how they welcome him. Look at how they welcome Baba Tinubu. Guys, Nigeria is gone. It's gone, though. Nigeria is gone. But let's move on. That was when we were announcing days, day off. Anyway, guys, I'm rounding up. I just want to quickly let's listen to Rita.
To twerk on the day President Tinubu visits his state. But here's the joke. He wants indigenes of Benue State to join him in twerking. Exactly. It doesn't stop there. He wants them to wear their Christmas clothes and then put on smiles on their faces as if nothing happened in Benue State.
Exactly.
Benue has been bleeding. Benue bled. Benue is still bleeding. Benue is dried and drenched in its own blood. Yes, the governor wants to twerk for President Tinubu. What exactly is the governor celebrating? The governor should tell us. Road construction? Lives lost? Or what? Properties lost? Or farmlands lost? Or sources of income lost? I have never seen such a joke. To think that this one sold religion to people of Benue and they voted him in because he said he was going to find a lasting solution to these senseless killings. Yes, this man is yet to deliver on any of those campaign promises. And now, he's now the drummer, the twerker, the dancer, the red carpet roller. I do not have a problem with that. But then, sending out a memo to insist people of Benue join you in twerking is where I have a problem.
Same here.
People are crying. People are angry. People have lost loved ones. There is no rehabilitation for them. There's no therapy for them. I even saw a young man that said, not just that he lost his source of livelihood, he lost about 20 members of his family.
Yeah.
He saw his family members being slaughtered. How does this young man recover from this? This is traumatic. This is going to be a trauma for the rest of his life. And yet, the governor wants people of Benue State to wear a smile, a by force smile on their face while they go to receive Mr. President. I do not have a problem that Mr. President is coming, but I heard President Tinubu clearly that he was going there on a condolence visit.
Exactly.
Or to sympathize with people of Benue State. But yet, the governor wants his people to twerk.
Come and twerk.
Yes, the governor wants it to be a merry party for people of his state. This is such a joke. At this point, everything Peter be alleged about this governor, I believe 100%. He sold religion to them. They voted him because of religion. But no, he's going back on his words.
Yes.
More wisdom to people of Benue State.
You guys edit there. I don't want to listen to
I bet they tell our president say we not get food. We don't let this. We get this guy security. We get this guy security. Now they come to raise those people who don't die. Campaigning they can't do. What is the
exactly?
I say, but the man when they come, waiting they come to do. Now my question, I know waiting they come to do. The purpose of coming.
What is it?
Those people who die now, those people go come up, then go rise again. But some people believe.
It's true. He came to campaign. What's the blood? What was the poster for? Why are you asking people to come out and show support if he's not coming to campaign?
They come. You can't stop the problem. The dead people now will come out alive. Everybody carry. If you come now, those people not going to wake up.
Exactly.
People say this is the making go back. We don't even need them. No, we don't need them. Now what I want to I didn't go now. The problem will see a rise again. Nobody gets up from a corner for Benue.
He's coming. He's not
everywhere killing. Not only TV people that they kill, then they kill both people, man. It's not only TV people. So we are not happy.
You guys ate there. This was the hospital that Baba went to. He did not get to the town. These are not the people. I'm sure these are not the people who were victim of that that attack. I don't believe these are the people. I don't believe these are the people.
This world will have differences. After the 54, what we had major problems from staff injuries. So this was the part of the period. Some had amputation, some lost their knees, some ribs.
Don't believe these are the victims. I don't believe this hospital, this victim. I don't believe these victims are the victims of that attack. I don't believe this. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe this. Guys, let's move on. We already watched that. We saw this as well. You know, people campaigning saying no. These are placards saying they don't want him. Okay, these are placards of people saying they don't want him.
About the misinformation and misrepresentation of the security crisis in Benue State. Your Excellencies, it is not herder farmers clashes.
Thank you, sir.
It's not communal clashes. It's not repressor attacks or skirmishes. It is this misinformation that has led to suggestions such as remain tolerant, negotiate for peace, learn to live with your neighbors. What we are dealing with here in Benue is a calculated, well-planned, full-scale genocidal invasion and land-grabbing campaign.
Exactly. Exactly.
By herder terrorists and bandits, which has been on for decades and is worsening every year.
Yeah.
Wrong diagnosis will always lead to wrong treatment.
Absolutely.
So we are dealing with something far more sinister than we think about. It's not learning to live with your neighbors. It is dealing with...
Exactly, because Baba Tinubu in the statement said that people should learn to live with their neighbors. Who are their neighbors? And this king had said, no, come, that is not the issue here.
With a war. The second apprehension, Your Excellency, we have is the politicization of the crisis. Politicians in the states are busy politicizing the crisis.
Thank you.
Passing blames instead of joining hands to address the crisis.
Exactly.
We hear there are some politicians who will even prefer that the crisis should worsen,
like this
so that
guys,
it will be a basis for declaration of a state of emergency in Benue State. Your Excellency, this is unfortunate. And any politicians that prays for more people to die for such a project is against the wishes of the people of Benue State.
Welcome, bro.
Appeal. Your Excellency, Benue State has made a lot of sacrifices to keep this country united. Many of our people died during the Civil War. We paid the supreme price for...
Well, I love that this Baba corrected what Baba Tinubu said.
Federal Republic of Nigeria. But today, they want the message to be sent clearly. Some guys were actually carrying APC flags, but what the Benue youth did was they have to collect those flags, tear them into pieces with a clear message that you, the president, we welcome you into the state. But your coming here is not for party.
Hello, everybody.
You're coming here to mourn the 200 persons that were being slaughtered, butchered, killed at Yelewata. So their message is so clear. They don't want people to carry any campaign stuff. Like the president come in not for campaign, and it's a clear message to the world that the real Benue youth are not here for campaign. We come out to mourn. And the world should know that in as much as we welcome the president into the state, he didn't come here for any campaign. We love the governor, we love the president. But today he came in to mourn and bring the lasting Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Yeah, obviously, like I said, people already said, no, well, he came there to campaign. As at that day, it was meant to come pass condolence message, not for his people to come and carry flags, you know. Someone here said them supposed to gather those people for one corner, use 2 by 2, reset their braids. Exactly. Protest. Protest.
No flag.
Again, these are Tinubu supporters.
Collect all the flags. Collect all the flags.
I believe these are all Tinubu supporters.
Collect all the flags.
So Benue is protesting.
They're protesting, no?
I'm telling you.
Guy, Omo.
See.
What's it now?
Now go on.
Omo, guy.
See? Give them go.
We not go agree. Wait.
Protest. Guys, when we talk about protest, this is how protest should be done. You don't announce, you don't tell anybody. You don't announce, you don't give anybody dates. You don't share to the public the dates. You don't share to the public the time. You don't share to the public the venue. This is how proper protest is done. Especially with the way Nigeria is. Because if you are telling them, oh, people, we are going to be contesting at clinical roundabout, that is you telling the people who will come and try to stop you, giving them notice. You don't give notice. Let's move on, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press,
know what?
Where?
I'm going to listen to you because why are they freaking clapping? Why are they clapping? Anyway, guys, I'm just going to quickly touch on Senator Natasha. So Senator Natasha is currently in court this morning. I've seen a few posts actually of her being in court. Let me see. Obviously, I've seen a few videos I've saved. Let me go back. She's in court this morning. Obviously, her trial is ongoing. There's been videos. People have started sharing videos of her arriving. So this is her arriving. So she's there arriving. We can see Obi, Madam Obi Ezekwesili, Aisha Yusufu as well. I love that she's no. I'm just going to quickly read this post here. Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan and her husband arrived in court alongside Obi Ezekwesili, Aisha Yusufu. Suspended Senator Natasha and her husband Emmanuel alongside Dr. Obi Ezekwesili, Aisha Yusufu has arrived at the Federal High Court territory. The federal government is prosecuting Senator representing Kogi West over an allegation that she made a false claim that the Senate President Bola Ahmed and the former governor of Kogi, Yaya Bello. So this case that they are hearing today is for the assertions she made that Akpabio, Yahaya Bello allegedly tried to assassinate her. So that is what the case is today. Okay. So the federal government in the 3-count charge marks also alleged that Senator Akpabio-Uduaghan, who was listed as the sole defendant, made the false and defamatory remarks when she appeared as a guest on live television. It specifically accused the lawmaker, who is currently on a 6-month pension suspension, of making imputation knowing or having reason to believe that such imputation will harm the reputation of a person. According to the charge, by making false, obviously that's what the case is for today. So let's just watch this, guys. So that's that there. That's another big bar. The eye service.
Nobody take me.
Obviously, that's outside of the court. So we've listened to all of this. Guys, I'm just going to stop sharing from my page now. I think that's pretty much the latest from here. And let me go check on YouTube. Actually, I think there was a screen I wanted to share with you guys. Let me share my screen. I think there's a page on YouTube. There's a video I wanted us to watch. And it stays sworn. Senator Natasha in court. I guess
the bad
we just
news,
saw
the
that.
perfect workflow doesn't exist.
We just saw that. Guys, I'm rounding up. Guys, please like this live stream. I've got another 5 minutes. I see Aisha. I see Randy Peters. Hey, Randy Peters in the court as well. I see Randy Peters there. That's him in his black minutes. Correct people.
Follow pro.
Remember that lady there, and Aisha is. I love the fact that this woman there. That's the main court. Ayodele, we should keep praying, with all the thousands of churches we have in Nigeria, we should still be praying. Okay, that's them in court. So the case is ongoing, they are in court already.
So, stand here, you keep everything.
So guys, once this live stream finishes, I'm gonna go. I've got another 2 minutes. I'm gonna go, and obviously, if anything that comes from this, obviously this case today, I'll definitely be back again. Like guys, I am here for you guys today. Okay, anything that is being reported in the media in regards to this case, I'm gonna bring it back. So I'm just running. I'll be here for 2 hours, 30 minutes. I need to go get breakfast. Okay. So I just go there breakfast. I'm just gonna wait for this video to finish playing. I will go, and if I find anything, I'll definitely be back. So while you are watching, please like this live stream, subscribe to my channel if you like what I do on my channel, and if you have a business you want me to advertise on my page, feel free to reach out to me. You can reach me on all of my social media handles. If you look at the bottom of the screen there, you can find all of my social media handles. If you have a small business either in Nigeria or here in the UK, and you want to advertise on my page, DM me and let's discuss budget. And also, if you want to collaborate with me, maybe you're raising a product or you want me to try out a product and you want me to talk about any of your products or services on my channel, feel free to reach out to me. My email is thatmom5@gmail.com. I'm also on Instagram as thatmom5. I'm also on TikTok as Just Doing Me. And yes, if you love what I do here, do not hesitate to subscribe. Do not hesitate to join my membership. So my members, shout out to Habi, shout out to Life with Natu, and my third members, I can't remember that person's name now, but shout out to you. So being a member of my channel is just a way of supporting my channel. Like, oh, that Mom of 5, I enjoyed the live stream you did. Take this £5, or take this 50,000 naira, or take this $100. Yeah, so that's a way of supporting my channel as a creator here. And also, I know when you super chat me on YouTube takes their own percentage. So I do get some people who ask me for my PayPal. My PayPal, all of my information is on the screen. If you'd like to PayPal me, my PayPal is the same as my email, that's mom5. Let me wake up and say, you've received money. With that being said, guys, I appreciate, I see a lot of new faces here. Please ensure you hit the subscribe button before you go. Like this live stream. We are now 108 likes. We can take that likes to 120 actually while we are still here. Like, subscribe. As you turn on the post notification, make sure you turn on the bell, okay? Hit the bell and click on all, which means that each and every time I upload any video, you will get a notification to join me. With that being said, guys, let me go. If I find any further updates in regards to all the shenanigans going on in Nigeria, I'll be back. For now, today is the day for Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan. If I find any updates, I'll definitely bring it back to you as a live stream. Actually, I think it's better we do a live stream because let us be talking about it as it is hot. With that being said, thank you so much, guys, and I shall see you guys later. All right. Thank you so much. Welcome to all of the new people here. I see you all. I might not be able to read all of your comments, but I see all of your comments. I love the fact that you guys we're dropping the comments here. Like I said, people be like, oh boy, you are in diaspora now. You are not affected. I am affected because regardless, home is where you come to relax after being away to the farm or after being on the farm. So home is where Nigeria is where I would want to be able to come back to. I've got kids I want to be able to bring back to Nigeria. And look at the current state of Nigeria. I am not moved in any way. But am I saying that I'm never going to come back? Maybe if Nigeria gets better. And this is just me using my platform to showcase what Nigerians are going through. To showcase that people in diaspora are seeing things happening in Nigeria. And that is not the Nigeria we want. That is not the Nigeria we want. I want to be able to say, oh, I'm going to Nigeria maybe every 2 weeks. But with what is happening right now, I don't think I want to come back to Nigeria right now. And until Nigeria gets better, let's still be looking. But yes, as a Nigerian, this is me lending my voice to say things has to change in Nigeria. And like I said, in my own opinion, the APC government, the current government has failed Nigerians in so many ways. In so many ways. And for the fact that they failed, they should step down. They should step down. But who has the mind to push this government out of the seat? Because I was reading at the post and they were like, come, this party, this government, they will not go without a fight. And the fight is going to be bloody. Nigerians in Nigeria, you have to be prepared. For us to get this government out, they will not go without a fight. And that fight is going to be bloody. So how do we move forward in Nigeria? How do we take Nigeria back to what or how we want it to be? How? It's just in your hands and it's in my hands. I am already doing my own while I am here, showcasing all of this to you. And if any Nigerian Nollywood artist, if anybody is cajoling you to vote them in 2027, think about what is happening right now. Is this what you want to see in the next 4 years? Is this what you want to see again with this same government? Think, the last time people were like, oh, OBO went to visit Baba Tinubu. OBO is already setting his own futures for his family. Without anything, what's in Nigeria they provide for the OBO? OBO is from Babulowo. If what's come to the worst, it will jackpot with all of his family out of Nigeria. But you, if you're allowing any music artist to coerce you into voting for this current government in 2027, you are on a long thing. You are on a long thing. Everything is out there. You can see everything happening. And if you think that this government is worth coming back for the second time, it's up to you to decide. Okay, if I were to be in Nigeria, if I was asked that question, the answer is no. I don't want him coming back. If it's possible for us to get him out now, I will vote for it. Yes, like no, vacate that seat. And it should not only be the president, all of the less performing governors, senators, whatever they have, if they are underperforming, and if they are not performing at all, get them in hell out, move them off their backside out of that office. Because if you're not doing the work for the people, why are you there? You're meant to be working for Nigeria. You should be the one to step forward and the citizens will follow you. But if you're not doing that, they're of worse use than you. Pack your bags, leave, and create that space for somebody who is willing to do it. That's the second. I'm going to leave. I'll see you guys later.